Yeah, should I be looking at something?
It's whatever.
Word.
Most people like stare at me real weirdly.
Intently?
Yeah, just like okay.
Like longingly?
You're just like.
Can I just do this the whole time?
All right. Well, welcome to the podcast. This is episode 16. Something new. Open up with Frigid Giant. What's going on, man?
What's
How
up?
you doing?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm okay.
Fantastic.
Just getting over a cold.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. The voice is back, so I can speak without sounding like a weirdo. You know what I mean?
Like a grandpa?
Yeah, something like that. Someone who just is like at the last leg. It's like, I don't know.
That's me every day.
Oh,
I get home like, I'm just done now. I can't do it.
No more for me. So what have you been up to, man?
I'm busy, man. I'm always busy.
Yeah.
Busy. Yeah.
You got you got Volantis going.
I do.
Of course, you have Green Giant is a thing. UNCG, a collective.
Yeah.
Dropped the first one in 2018, the album, and then you got the second one coming this year.
It's coming out this year. Probably in a couple months.
Okay.
You know? I just gotta get like my ducks in a row because the recording's almost done. It's just getting everything put together, and I want to do things right, and I'm trying to do something new, and that requires a lot of time.
Right.
But it's gonna like pay off because it's not something a lot of people have done or seen locally produced.
Okay. So it's something that's a little extra.
Yeah, I gotta come with something new, something cool.
Right.
You
got features on
innovative. Yeah, I got a lot of features. Let's see. So far, Teapot's on it. Shout out to Teapot. Tony Boy's on it. Optimus Prime did some cuts on a track. Alex Anani's on it, and who else? I think that's it for right now. Mindset might get on it. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Word. And Mindset is a group that you're in.
Yeah, Mindset's another group that I'm in.
You want to explain that a little bit? Who's in it and how it get started?
Mindset was pre-existing before I joined.
Okay.
Mindset was a group that had it was kind of like a revolving door for a couple people for a while. But it was mainly started by MCKP, and now it's him, me, his brother Donnie, and then Badfish, who's our DJ and producer.
Gotcha.
And we get a lot of shows, so it's funny because like Mindset's a group that like nobody knows, but like yet people know us. It's like we played festivals within the past year. We've opened for Riff Raff and Dizzy Wright and Wax and like the Palmer Squares in the past, like a bunch of touring acts, like big name touring acts. We played Rec Room, we've played Showplace, like big venues, like festivals throughout the years, but it's like I don't know, we're like a secret for some reason.
Right.
Yeah.
Why do you think that is?
Probably because everyone's white. To be honest, I mean I'm Puerto Rican and white, but still, to Joe Blow I'm white.
Right.
So, yeah, I think that could be it.
Okay.
People don't take that shit seriously, but neither do we. So.
True. Then that's a deeper, darker criminal link right there.
Well, I mean, like we take it seriously, but life's a joke. So that in itself, it's like we just, I don't take anything too seriously. Like I'm passionate about things, but if say I was drawing or something and I spilled ink all over my paper, I'll be like upset, but I'm not. What am I gonna do? You know what I mean? Just start over.
You're not gonna throw a tantrum because of it. Yeah.
Doesn't mean I'm not passionate about it. It's just like shit happens. You know? So, I think our approach is just more lighthearted than it is.
Gotcha.
It's weird too because I feel like now everyone has to be like, because of Griselda, it's like you got to be street or you got to be like high fashion. Some kind of like extra like bullshit. You can't just like have fun and be creative.
Are you saying that like in Buffalo scene, you think that's the case?
No, I'm most active in this scene, so I see that a lot. But like I don't know, I just feel like is it fun to be fun? Like
I think it is.
I think
don't
it
care.
is.
I make party music.
Right.
So like
Exactly.
I'm not out here like I mean I like fashion, but I don't like I'm not spending like thousands and thousands of dollars.
Right.
And I'm not street.
Right.
But I know street stuff.
Yeah.
And have been in it.
Likewise.
And I don't like portray that in my music.
Right.
So like personally, no. I know a lot of artists who don't feel like that pressure. I mean, are you saying like you think that's a pressure for like newer artists who feel like that's what they need to do to break in?
I think that people, they find like they got to fit in that lane. You know what I mean? Because like if you think of all the people from like Western New York that have gotten recognition like on a national scale in the past like 2-3 years since Griselda got really big, like it's all like crack and guns kind of shit.
Gotcha.
I mean, they can rap, don't get me wrong, but I mean, like, I don't feel like everyone has to be in that lane to make music to like have a good time.
I mean, after a while, it's gonna get watered down. Like all of Chicago didn't do that when drill came out. You had Vic Mensa in there,
right?
You had Chainz come out of that.
Yeah, you're gonna have people that don't do that for sure. Right. People are gonna get creative, but like,
I guess I see what you're saying. Like the majority of people, are doing that type of way.
Yeah, it's weird, man, because I've like in my experience, I've played so many different kinds of shows. It's like, because like Green Giant can kind of fit in with a lot of different things because we're like old school, we're boom bap, but we're also like gutter, underground. Like it fits into a lot of genres. So it's like I've played shows with like gangsters. I've played, shows with like white college kids. Like it kind of like everything in between. So it's it's weird because you never know what you're gonna get. You know what I mean? Like I did with Green Giant, we did a show in Toronto when the album came out, and Pack Club. I'm assuming that they booked us, they listened to us. I'm sure they did or whatever. Right. And the host, the MC of the show, then he's like, yeah, you guys probably don't want that New York grimy shit. Like we don't want to hear that. And I'm like. My confidence just like dropped out of my stomach, you know what I mean? I'm like, do I have to like censor myself, And it just led to a really weird performance because I did try to censor, like I didn't want to say like the B word and stuff like that, because there was a lot of like women in the crowd, and I'm like, man, this is really throwing me off,
Some of them like that though.
Some of them do, but like. I'm going by what the host is saying, you know what I mean? Like
he told you like censor yourself, like
no, he didn't say that, but he was like, he's like, yeah, not all hip hop is like grimy New York gutter shit, and I'm like, bro, we're kind of grimy New York gutter shit, like, why would you say that? Like,
I would have just been like, yeah, you're right, it's not all, but guess what we are, that. So we're gonna go on stage.
It was a homie that I appreciate it. I just that kind of just threw me off.
That's funny. Promoters are weird, man. There's a lot of like people who are very out of touch with like what they're doing. Like they set up shows just because someone asked. Yeah. And they don't put together like a cohesive show.
They just try to get heads in.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then they don't get heads in because they don't know what they're doing.
Well, that and the heads that the people that they're booking, like they know it's going to be a shit show, so they don't promote it either. Right. Or they throw someone on the show like last minute. Right. Yeah.
And at that point, like I feel like real curators of hip hop in the city need to like step up and start booking shows and doing it the right way, because at this point, like you can start rapping tomorrow, and be like, yo, hit up, no, you know what I mean, and they're gonna put you on a show, and you're like, it's not even your wave, that's not even like the crowd you wanted to like go to, you know what I mean? So it's weird. I really think that needs to happen, and I've been talking to a lot of people about that too, like setting up our own shows at these places.
I mean, this isn't the fault of anyone, but like the scene itself is cliquey. Like there's cliques. There's always gonna be cliques. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just how naturally things work. Mm-hmm. So naturally, you're gonna get a group of people that all work together. They're gonna promote the same shows. They're gonna book each other. They're gonna do this and that. If they get a gig and they need another act, they're gonna reach out to their homie first. It's just the way it is.
Yeah, of course.
But like, in order to do what you're trying to say, you kind of gotta break that. You know what I mean? Like, you're right. Someone should get a group from this clique and a group from that clique. And mix and match. You know what I mean? Like, I get it. I think that could work out. Someone should do that. I know when I used to throw shows, it was fucking stressful, man. Right. And I think to this day, I'm like one of the only people that ever promoted that like paid locals.
Mm.
I mean, something.
Right.
I took door money and I paid people. You know what I mean? You know how many times I've done shows where like I was doing a favor for someone, like
a lot.
They never threw like gas money or something. Like,
oh, dude,
it's
I think that's everybody. Like
everybody.
that, and that's shitty
you
as
should be
fuck.
happy to be on this show. It's like,
yeah, once somebody says that, I think that's the last time I'm work with you.
yeah,
Because like now you're thinking that I'm just like playing.
yeah.
Like, I'm dead ass serious about this. I wouldn't have got out my bed to come and like rap for you.
Bro,
people.
I'm gonna be honest. Like, I haven't done a free show in years.
Right.
You know, with Mindset, it's a little different because there's 4 of us, so we gotta split the cake. So it's like, I mean, I kind of am, you know, at that point. But I personally, like, I don't do free shows. I don't pay to do shows. Like, it's insulting. I've earned my keep. Like, I know what I bring to the table. You know, so I think every artist needs to realize that, and a lot do. But like,
it's knowing your worth.
Oh, for sure.
Especially if you've been doing it for as long as you have. You're damn near 15 years in the game.
Yeah, but yeah, you know, yeah. If you don't think you're gonna get paid, like, you're never gonna get paid. If you don't bring that like to the table, it's not gonna be there. Same thing goes with like freelancing. If you're an artist or whatever, you know what I mean? Like yeah, I know Buffalo is economically like hurting. Like, would I charge for certain things? Like, I could triple in another city, state, whatever. But here, like, I understand people don't make a ton of money. You know what I mean? Like someone making $40,000 in Buffalo is like doing well.
Right.
You know what I mean? 40,000 in like anywhere else is
it's
garbage.
Right.
You know what I mean? You're poor.
Right.
So yeah.
It's different markets.
Yeah. Sure.
I mean, like you said, like if you're here, 40,000 is all right. If you were to go to like New York City, you're not living there.
You need 150.
Yeah, you're not living in New York City on 40,000.
No, you're living in like above a bowling alley, below a bowling alley.
or with somebody's parents. Like,
or
no
you're
way.
sleeping in a closet.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is wild to me. I just realized and found out how small those apartments are.
Oh God, yeah.
And they sometimes are like closets.
Like
$2 grand. Yeah, right.
Insane.
Oh man, have you ever lived anywhere else besides here?
Yeah, I lived in Pittsburgh for 2 years.
Okay.
Yeah, I went to school out there, and that's kind of where I started rapping, to be honest.
What school did you go to?
I went to Art Institute, Pittsburgh.
Oh, word, okay.
Yeah, and it was dope too because I was in that hip hop scene when Wiz Khalifa was just coming up. So I like did shows with Wiz Khalifa like right before he blew the fuck up.
Wow. So that was what like 09 or 2010?
05.
05. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh, young Wiz.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Because he had a joint called what the fuck is it called? Pittsburgh Sound, something like that.
Show and Prove off, or Pittsburgh Sound off Show and Prove. Yeah.
He's like driving like a Nissan Altima in the video and stuff. Yeah.
Damn.
That was huge. Everywhere you went, like, cause I didn't, I walked, took the bus, I'd hear that fucking joint every time, like all day long, everywhere I went, But yeah, I lived in Pittsburgh, and damn. Yeah. Yo, I legit, there's pictures of me on Facebook. If you really do a deep dig, I'm like at a show with Wiz Khalifa and shit. It's crazy. Yeah.
Wow.
And I look like a little baby.
Mac Miller out there too at that time?
I opened for Mac Miller when he was like 16.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. Yeah. I've been in this, dude. I got stories, man.
Yeah. I mean, we got all the time in the world. So if you wanna lay one of those stories on the table, that'd be perfectly fine. I actually just drove out to Pittsburgh last year just like see it. Cause like I was out of work and I had money to do whatever I want.
Yeah, that's the best.
Just go.
Yeah.
You can't do that to Canada though, because they get real suspicious.
If what?
If you're just like, oh yeah, I'm just going to Toronto to sightsee. No, you need an excuse. You need a reason. Who are you coming to see? What are you doing? And it's like, and they tear my whole car up and shit and keep me at the border for an hour.
They did that to me the last time I went, actually. I went to...
Played way too much.
So I'll go to Toronto like once a year, and I get to meet like people from Marvel and DC.
Yeah.
And I show them my artwork and stuff, and I try to get jobs. And the last time I went, I was coming back, and the border agents pulled me over. They're like, what are you doing? I'm like, coming back from Toronto. They're like, what were you doing? I'm like, trying to get a job, and they're like, doing what? And I'm like,
yo,
drawing comic books. They're like, yeah, right. Show me. I'm like,
I'm like, yo, right?
Are you kidding me? So I had a Nissan Rogue at the time, so I get out, I go in the trunk, and there's like a line of cars. I'm literally at the border, And
they had you in line.
They had me in line.
Oh,
yeah,
crazy.
I'm in the like the little station thing. So I go out and I grab my portfolio, and I'm like, here's my portfolio, and they're looking at it. Guy's like, oh, this is pretty good. Hey Jerry, I need you here real quick.
So let me see this.
Two more border dudes come, and they're like, oh, this guy's pretty good, I'm like, the line just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Like, I'm tired. I'm like, can I go now? Like, what the fuck? Held me up for like 15 minutes looking at my portfolio. Oh my god,
that is fucking insane.
Like, you should get a job doing this. That's
no shit. I literally just told you I'm trying to get a job. Oh my god, yeah. Border Patrol plays the utmost games. Yeah. They need to stop. Yeah. And chick was like, if you don't tell me right now why exactly you're coming here, I'm gonna put you on a list and you're gonna have trouble coming to Canada for the next 10 years. I'm just like, miss. All right, I had to fight with my girlfriend. Dude, that's all you had to say. Why are you lying? I was like, I wasn't lying. I was really going there, but I mean, like, now I got to tell you a story. So, like, you're asking people to lie to you guys. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Weird.
I don't know how, like, the shipping stuff works, but, like, I got a lot of fans in Canada. Yeah. And, like, I'm pretty personable. So, like, people, hit me up on, like, Facebook and stuff. I'll talk. I don't give a shit. And, but, like, I'll get people that are like, hey man, can I like ship something to you and like can you just hold on to it for a minute? And I'm like they got weird shipping laws. I know this for a fact. Yeah. Like, sometimes musicians, they need to like send stuff. They need to get it produced in America and kept here so like they can tour.
I'm confused.
There's like a weird international shipping laws. Okay. So like when artists from another country will do is they'll have their products manufactured in America when they're doing an American merchandise tour. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay, got you.
And then then they'll, because then they don't have to declare it or whatever.
Right.
I don't know the whole
trying
thing.
To skip all
but
that.
But I get like people like from like Canada hit me up like all the time, like, yo, can you do this for me? I'm like, I don't have time in my day for that. Like, right. I'm like, I don't want your like baby stroller in my like.
They're wild. They're wild.
Yeah,
they're
wild. Right. No, like some people like I appreciate everything. You know what I mean? But like that's just a weird request.
That's crazy. Yeah. No. Yeah. That's like them coming down here and like buying stuff from Best Buy. Like they'd buy computers and shit, right. But then open the box, throw it in the parking lot, start it, use it, and then be like, "No, I had this already," so they don't declare it. Right. They go ham.
There's weird rules and laws
because you got to declare all that shit. Like you have to pay like their tax if you came down here and got a break on tax. Yeah.
Dude, I got pulled over. I had a box of CDs in my trunk that I forgot about. Cause like like when you get your CDs made, you get like a couple CDs, hundred. Yeah. You get boxes of them. I had one in my trunk, just probably from I got a show. I'll just whatever. Well, anyways, I forgot it was there, and I was going to see I was going to some concert. I can't remember, but me and my buddy were going to the border. Like, so they pull us over. He's got a warrant for like something that he did in Asia, like 5 years previously.
Oh my god!
I'm like, what? What did you do? And he's like, there might have been an assault charge and like Da Nang or something. I'm like,
oh my god!
Dude, only this would happen to me. You know what I mean? And then they're like, why do you got these boxes of CDs? They're like, are you? They thought I was trying to like go perform at the show, and I was trying to sell my merchandise. Right. I was like, dude, I forgot they were there. They tore my car up and everything. Of course, like, I mean, I get being thorough and doing your job, but like, shit.
Yeah, I was sitting there, and as they were like taking my car apart, I'm like, y'all missing big spots. I could have the coke in here, and y'all missing it all. Jesus. And if I was doing that, I would have came up with a better story than I'm going to sightsee.
Right? Could you imagine a coke-filled airbag?
But imagine getting in an accident. Not only is your nose broken, but now you're fucking high as a cloud.
Oh my god! Sorry, I just got like 18 text messages.
No, you're good, bro. You're good. Yeah, that would be crazy. So I'm coming back at the American side.
Mm-hmm.
They let me go after like 30 minutes of being there. He's like, all right, man, you're good to go. And I go out, get in the car. I back into a pickup truck. Bust their tail light.
Of course you did.
I'm like, what the fuck, man? Oh my God.
Because you're all nervous and shit. You know
I'm just like, all right, you need to settle. Get in the car. I'm just trying to go home. I'm not feeling good. That was one of the days where it started to really kick in. It was Monday, actually. Monday was the day. I'm sorry, Tuesday was when I went to Canada last Tuesday. And the cold was starting to really kick up. And I'm just feeling like that nasty feeling in the back of your throat type of thing. So I'm just trying to go home, man. So I go, boom. I'm like, oh, fuck, I hit a wall, but it's fine. And I look back. It's a fucking pickup truck. I'm like, no! No! Go back, get out the car, look around. It's like, of course, there's hella cameras. So I walk back in. Like, hey, man, I just hit a pickup truck. He's like, oh, you want to show me where? This one. Guy was leaving. So I'm like, yeah, it's this dude right here. I'm like, I hope he pulls off before. He doesn't. So he's like, hey, man, I think this guy just hit your truck. You want to pull over and park? So he pulls over and park. Long story short, we're there for another like hour and a half waiting for border, like the bridge to come up. Yeah. Bridge comes up. He's like, hey, we can't do anything. So, I mean, you guys want to call the police for them to come up here and wait mad long again? Like, that's cool. You can do that. Or, I mean, well, you don't have any paperwork for you to do, so it's fine. We go out. Guys like, you know what, man? Like, I feel like this is just like a thing I can replace easily. So it's cool. Yeah. Anything, I'll hit you up. I was like, bet. Sweet. Turned out he was a DJ. Yeah. I was like, oh, of course. Word. I hit a famous person's car.
Oh, he was famous. I don't know if he's famous.
I don't know if he's famous or not. But I'm just like thinking in my head, just like, like this dude looks mad familiar. I'm like, you do music? He's like, I actually am in music. Like,
of course he is. Everyone's in music. Right. Have you ever dealt with like radio personalities?
No.
Oh my God.
No, I never met a radio personality.
They're interesting.
You mean like zip in the morning? Yeah, like those guys? No, no.
Dude, we had a mindset ad on 98.5, and like it was DJ Anthony. And we filmed like a promo with him and stuff. He was so weird. He was like, I didn't make it to the promo because I was doing something else. So I kind of like, I'm notorious for missing out on shit like that. Right. Like, I'm busy, you know. Right. But like I met the guy, and you know, at the night of the show, and he was like, "Oh, hey man, it's great to see you again." I'm like, "You never saw me to begin with." He's like, "Mindset's the best." I'm like, "What's my name?" Oh God. Like, Mindset's gonna tear the house down.
Yeah, like, you gotta get him.
I got spittle.
Yeah.
Get the little spittle in your beard. You ever see fucking Dune? David Lynch's Dune?
No, but I heard Dune is like a cult classic.
It's great. But there's this dude, Baron Harkonnen. He's this big fat dude with like festering sores on his face and shit. And he's like spits on this person. He's like, it's just a little spittle. whatever. The like scene just plays in my head of this gross dude just. Yeah. He's got like herpes on his face.
Oh Jesus
Just
Christ.
A little spittle.
So DJ Anthony's sitting there lying to you.
Oh. I wish
he said, "No, what's my name?"
I wish I had the confidence to like bullshit people like that, man.
Oh, dude, I don't give a fuck. At this point, I don't work in the public no more. You're never gonna see me. Like, I don't give a fuck about that. That's hey, man, hilarious.
You're gonna kill it tonight. I know it. I was there. Like,
I was there.
Whatever.
No, I've yet to meet a radio personality. That's funny as hell. Yeah. It's funny though now because like the radio guys are like on video. Yeah. Like the big ones.
They do like Facebook videos.
You got like Big Seven from Philly or wherever he's from, Pennsylvania or some shit. Sway. Yeah. Flex.
Rosenberg.
Ebro, right. Yeah, all the big guys are on video and shit. So like those guys don't talk like that.
No.
But like traditional radio guys, yeah.
Well, they're salesmen. You know what I mean? That's all they're doing. I get it. It's a hustle. Right. You know, it's probably like it's gotta be cool to like just bullshit and get paid for it.
I'm
like,
sure it is.
You know, gotta like swing a hammer or something.
Woo, whoa, hey, hit a button.
We're getting wacky in the morning.
Right. Woo.
Oh my God.
Little soundboards. Yeah. Right. Exactly. That's a weird little little profession.
I dig it.
Yeah. No, I mean, shit, I'd do it.
I don't think it's like gonna be a profession any longer because no one listens to radio anymore.
I haven't listened to radio like independently. I don't think ever.
I just can't like hear the same songs over and over and over again.
Yeah, like Spotify exists.
Absolutely.
So
yeah,
you don't need radio.
Yeah.
And Spotify is radio.
Yeah.
So it'll tell you what you like.
Yeah.
And you don't have to think about it.
I like Spotify. I like listening to Spotify. I don't know about their business morals and ethics and things of that nature, but I like that I can listen to music.
I don't know the ins and outs of them, but I think they're one of the better ones.
I think so too. I could be wrong.
From what I've like seen and heard.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if you watch Joe Budden podcast or listen to it.
Here and there.
That's a gem.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they're on Spotify. They have a partnership with them and they always speak highly of it.
Of course.
I mean they speak highly of it very ignorantly and like very like sarcastically. But it seems like their business is good.
Yeah.
So I know they don't like Apple Music or Apple in general.
I think I read some Spotify is twice as many users as Apple Music.
I wouldn't be surprised.
No.
At all.
It's just a friendlier, like way more easy to access interface.
Right. Yeah, the UI is definitely a lot nicer.
Yeah.
Only thing I don't like about Spotify that I like about Apple Music is that on Apple Music you can like download an album and it's right in the front. So like all your recent stuff is right there. You can just easily go to it. You can't really do that on Spotify unless I'm like not using it right.
I don't download anything anyways.
Yeah.
I don't have space for it.
Yeah.
I don't care.
I do it just because like I don't want to like have to remember all the 80 new albums that came out.
True.
So like they're right there in my face. I can listen to them when I want.
Yeah, I just go to my daily mixes. I got like 12 of them.
There's mad like, mixes.
Yeah.
I'm like, we're not listening to music this long. I mean, some people are.
Well, I'll like it because like I don't just listen to rap and like, you know, I've got like a Prince station. I've got like a metal station. I got like a little bit of everything. I got like 70s like soul and funk shit like that. Like,
right.
So depending on who's in the car with me is, you know, that's what my mix is gonna be.
Right.
What's appropriate.
Right. Who are some of your favorite metal bands?
Like Black Sabbath, Ozzy, Metallica's okay. I don't know. I I probably haven't, you know, I don't know. I just like shit. When I hear it, I like it. If it sounds cool. I like more of like the like early 80s heavy metal. Not like glam rock and stuff. I mean like heavy, like Blue Oyster Cult.
Okay.
Like Blue Oyster, is that heavy metal?
I
think so. I think technically it is. Like I like shit like that. Like Blue Oyster Cult. But like I like other stuff too, like Steely Dan.
Okay.
That's not really metal, but that's like kind of in the same vein to me. So
it's like teetering the line.
It's more like jazzy, poppy than it is like dark and brooding. So,
right.
Yeah.
Got you.
Steely Dan's underrated.
Yeah, highly underrated. Yeah.
Blue Oyster Cult's like mad underrated. But
I wouldn't have expected you to say that.
Really?
No.
I'll fuck with Blue Oyster Cult.
Word.
That's what I love about producing and like digging for samples is just like the cool music you find along the way, and most of it's old, like predates me, you know, predates you, predates all of us. Like, it's engineering was better for some reason. Like, someone was telling me like when you're on different drugs, you hear music at different frequencies. So like when the 80s came and everyone was just like plowing coke up their nose, everything has more of like a higher pitch to it because engineers were coked up and like you tend to hear like a higher pitch. So I don't know, like the mixes in the 70s and 80s when people were just doing like or 70s I should say, when, you know, they're just smoking weed and drinking and stuff. The mixes are more like bass heavy, and like mellow. It's like, it's interesting.
Okay, I never thought of it like that.
I could be wrong. I could have made that up, but I don't. But it sounds
probably
good.
Not though.
It sounds good.
Yeah, it definitely sounds good. I mean, that makes sense though.
Right.
It would make sense.
Right.
Like those eras.
Yeah.
Like now you have, what's the big drug now?
Molly.
Like, yeah. Is Molly still like really?
I don't think
huge. No, I mean,
No, I don't
people
know.
do Molly too, but
Adderall, like
it's more pills, right?
yeah.
You'd say more pills now, yeah.
I mean, you got dabs.
Oh my
Dabs are
God.
tight.
Dude. Fucking dabs. Like when I was smoking, that shit would fucking kick my chest in.
Yeah.
And it's so like, I was just watching 2 Chainz, The Most Expensive Shit.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, I love that show.
Yeah.
And he took a huge dab rip out of this like $10,000 bong rig or some shit like that. It was huge. It looked like a big fucking glob of earwax. Just, oh, I would die. I couldn't do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's the highest you ever been?
I don't know if I want to divulge that information.
I'll tell you.
I've definitely thrown up in a sink and after eating like a fish fry.
Okay.
Clogged the drain and then rolled my sleeve up, said I disgust myself and cleared it out. That's not the worst.
Damn.
It's not the worst.
Was the fish fry from up here?
It was from somewhere. I was young. I remember I was super young because I like just got a job. I think it was like I got a job as like a dishwasher or something. I wanted to celebrate.
Word. I feel you. So let me get this fish fry. You get real fucking high. I can handle it. Oh no.
Throw up in my bathroom sink.
Oh yeah. Damn! It was in the bathroom sink.
Yeah. Where else is it supposed to be?
I'm thinking like the kitchen for some reason. I was like, those drains are a lot bigger. You put a hand.
Dude, there's dishes in there and stuff.
Right.
I don't want to clean dishes.
Yeah.
I don't like washing dishes now. I'm a grown up.
Right. Yeah, that's one of the. No, you know what? I'm not gonna lie. That's kind of therapy for me.
Washing dishes.
To wash the dishes, yeah. Cause like I trust me with washing the dishes, cause I make sure there are 0 spots.
Yeah.
So it looks like I came with a dishwasher.
Yeah.
So like as I'm sitting there, I'm just like, real like maniacal with it.
I'm like that when I mow the lawn.
I mow the lawn.
I love it. Yeah.
Yeah, I like mowing the lawn.
I enjoy mowing the lawn. It's weird.
It's mad weird. We're just talking about chores right now. It's like, yo, you know what I like to do? Laundry. I love taking the trash out. Like,
well, I feel like I have to do the dishes. No offense to my counterpart, but like, she doesn't pre-scrub, and like you can't put food in the dishwasher. It's gonna get particles everywhere.
And then it takes forever for you to like have to go in there and like clean the dishwasher.
Gotta wash it twice. I'm like, what's the point?
Right.
I don't like that.
No, I feel you. I 100%.
I scrub everything before it goes in the dishwasher.
Right.
Or spray it down. No food.
Then you let the chemicals do their job.
Yeah, let the lemon scents.
Yeah, right. Exactly. You know, whirlwind, that water wall technology.
Hey, man.
Back to my Best Buy selling days.
I like it. I like dishwashers.
What's with the lawn?
You know what? I think because when I was little, like I would hustle to get money so I could buy like action figures and comics and stuff.
Gotcha.
So I would mow like as many lawns as I could because I knew I was gonna get like a reward from it.
Right.
So I don't know. Maybe I just associate it with that.
Gotcha.
Subconsciously.
Do you go extreme and like clip the edges and everything like that?
Nah, man, no. I just mow regularly.
Okay.
And like, I'll do like front and back on the edges. Okay. So like, I'm pushing it forward, but then I'm gonna pull it back. So whatever I didn't get the first pass, you know, I get my edges nice. Once in a while, I will do the edging.
You get down there, yeah. Okay.
I'll get the hoe out.
Right, for sure.
I'll edge it, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Talking about childhood and like action figures and comic books and stuff like that. What were some of your favorite comics as a kid?
Growing up, I loved X-Men.
Okay.
Unfortunately, looking back, the X-Men of my youth, the comics weren't that good. There were some parts that were, but like, you know, it was so popular because of the cartoon.
Right.
That's like what I really just kind of got sucked into and immersed by. I actually ended up reading the older stuff that like Chris Claremont wrote because it was better, like the Dark Phoenix saga and stuff, and like Days of Future Past, all that stuff. Other than that, I like, and I still like Spawn. Like that would be my dream job to like draw Spawn. I think it'd be fucking dope.
Yeah.
Even to this day, like Todd McFarlane's my like hero, like huge inspiration to me. Other than that, When I was younger, I read Avengers.
Okay.
Read The Darkness. Did you ever hear of The Darkness?
I know the video game. I don't know if that's related. It is.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's based on it. Yeah.
Word,
so
okay.
that video game, like, I liked that video game. Both of them when they originally came out.
Yeah, they weren't too bad.
Yeah, you got to like go around. You had like monsters attached to you, and
Right.
you had a hitman. Like, it was interesting. I had an older sister, so she would like just like give me comics.
Okay.
Like complete runs and stuff.
Nice.
Like, she was 8 years older than me, so she was a half sister, but she was my dad's daughter, but my mom raised her.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Never heard that before, but shout out to moms for that.
Right.
That's fire.
That's weird. But anyways, so she would just like give me comics and stuff, and then like I got older and interested with girls, and like I was like, I don't want this stupid shit around.
Yeah.
And then like I don't know. I went to school. I was figuring out what I wanted to do in life, and like when I was in college, I got back into it. X-Men.
Usually about the time
X-Men
where people
again.
go back to their childhood things.
Yeah.
But like on a higher level.
You wanna know what's dope?
What's that?
I got this tattoo, right? This angel, me reaching out. This is actually from an X-Men comic.
Really?
Yeah, and I got to meet the artist that originally drew it.
Oh wow.
And he was writing, or Joss Whedon, the guy that directed the first two Avengers, he was writing X-Men.
Oh, he Joss Whedon made that?
He wrote it.
Oh, he wrote
didn't
it.
draw it.
Okay.
A guy named John Cassidy drew it.
Okay.
So I met John Cassidy in August. And I'm like,
this past August?
yeah.
Word.
I'm like, and he was cool as fuck. And I'm like, bro, look at this. I'm like, this is your artwork. He's like, takes his phone out. He's like, I'm sending this to Joss Whedon. I'm like, it's so weird.
All right, word.
It's so weird. I'm like, it's so weird. But like, that's like, life is funny, man.
It is.
Yeah.
So you say you're a big Marvel fan over DC?
As a kid.
What about now?
I probably say it's probably leaning more towards DC.
Okay.
I like some Marvel stuff. I like pretty much whatever Donny Cates is writing.
Okay.
But I like a lot more DC stuff because they're doing like miniseries, like it's like a story I can like maintain everything, like 6 issues, something like that. I'm like, I could get all that, and I like the creators and stuff.
Like, what are some new ones that you were getting recently?
A couple years ago, they did Mr. Miracle.
Who's that? Never heard of that.
It's Darkseid Son, who's an escape artist.
Okay.
So like the one escape he's never escaped is death. So he like slits his wrist.
Word.
Yeah. It deals a lot with like post-traumatic stress and stuff because like as the son of Darkseid, he has to. Well, Darkseid steals his son, and like
Darkseid steals his son's son. Okay.
Yeah.
So he
it's
steals
weird.
his grandson.
Yeah, because here's the thing: Mr. Miracle and Orion, they were sons of the gods of Darkseid and another and the fucking like good guy god, and they swapped their sons.
Right.
So like in return, he did the same thing.
Okay.
But it's also a metaphor. His son is also a metaphor for Jack Kirby, who created like every superhero. But they treat him like a baby because he was treated poorly in the industry. Dude, it's so like it's so dope. Wow. It's so layered. Right, exactly. And there's like way more stuff going on. Yeah. You know what I mean? So like how like I enjoy fiction, I enjoy a good story, I enjoy art, you know what I mean? Like why wouldn't I be attracted to something like that?
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's like deep story.
Yeah, I would recommend it to everyone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that was like 2 years ago. They got a new project, that same team, they got a new project coming out called Strange Adventures. So I'm probably Strange Adventures. Adventures, okay. Yeah, so I'm going to probably dig into that. I don't know too much about it. I don't like knowing a lot of stuff when I go into it. Like movies, if I know everything about X-Men, right? So when I see an X-Men movie and it's fucking garbage, I'm like, that's not how it should be. Right. You know what I mean? Right. But like I don't really know too much about the Birds of Prey, Harley Quinn. I never cared about that. But I went to go see the movie and I enjoyed it. Yeah. So I think like the less I know, the more I can enjoy like being adapted.
I'm the same way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like there is, the movie Species?
Hell yeah.
Okay, so I knew Species existed. I never knew really what it was about.
Right.
So I saw it on YouTube the other day, watched it, and I was just like, and I didn't look at the description, comments, nothing. And I was like, okay, all right, different, weird, kind of a bad movie, but all right.
Sexy.
yeah, right, yeah.
Risque.
Weirdly, really risque, sexy alien, morphin, kill you, like very weird. But I enjoy that. I definitely enjoy that.
You know who's in that movie that's underrated?
Who's that?
Alfred Molina.
What character do you play?
He was the dude that banged the alien, and like she killed him. Yeah.
The one from the team. Yeah. What else did he do?
Oh man, he's in everything. You know what? Have you ever seen Boogie Nights?
No, I know about it though.
You've never seen Boogie Nights?
Nah, I'm one of these people who are very like behind the times with movies. Like I haven't seen Forrest Gump. And like
Alfred Molina played Doc Ock.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yo, Boogie Nights is funny though, cause like in Boogie Nights, it's about porn stars that like go down, like they get like addicted to coke, their egos take over. You know what I mean? Like they fucking ruin their lives or whatever. But so the main character, he's trying to do like a coke deal with like these two skeevy dudes. And they go to Alfred Molina's house, and he's like this weird guy in a robe, and he's playing like mixtapes, and he's got like this little Asian boy in the corner, like blowing off firecrackers and stuff. And he's like freebasing. It's like, dude, I love shit like that.
Right.
Like, I love shit that's so fucking crazy, but like, it's like, man, it probably happened.
Right.
Like,
somewhere, yeah.
Yeah. So Alfred Molina, mad underrated.
Word. All
Underappreciated actor. He's in Species.
Yeah, that.
He bangs the alien.
So random. It's so random. When that happened, I was like, no, don't do it, you idiot. I didn't think she was going to kill him, though. But spoilers for Species, by the way.
Dude, the finger? Didn't she cut off her finger and like put it in a bag
that
or something?
that was crazy.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
There's like 8 species.
And then I know. I went to look. I was like, this can't be the only one. And it was a sequel, so I watched the sequel.
Oh, you watched the sequel?
I did watch the sequel.
Just the second one?
Just the second one, yeah.
You got to stop there.
I was going to say, because like everything else started to look terrible.
Yeah.
That's funny as hell. Yeah, with the president's, or the congressman's son from Mars and all this.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and then they were supposed to breed like a super baby with the alien DNAs or whatever.
And they were going to.
Yeah.
Morphed into this fucking necromancer thing.
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
It looks like Emerson, Lake and Palmer album cover.
A what?
Emerson, Lake and Palmer album cover. Google it. You'll know what I'm talking about. I'm pretty sure that's what the inspiration was from.
Emerson, Lake, right here, because the computer listens to me.
Weird. The computer listens to you.
It definitely does.
Interesting.
So does yours.
I know. I get like texture plus ads on Instagram. It's like weird. Like, no, I do not need faux brick paneling.
Yeah, right. No, it's that, or like if you just like have a conversation around a device, that's gonna pop up. If you like just right now, like typed in Emerson, it could have been Emerson anything.
Right.
But it was Emerson and Powell.
Weird.
Yeah, that is kind of creepy.
Life is creepy. And
no, I mean these album artworks.
Yeah.
Then and now.
I think Geiger might have drawn it. The cover art.
Word. Yes. What kind of music is that?
Like I want to say like Prague.
Yeah,
Prague.
Rock.
I love Prague. Like, if you listen to like I love Rock Marciano, dude. He samples so much
fire.
Prague rock.
Yeah.
Like,
I just got into Rock Marciano.
There's I'm mad because there's like samples that I used back in the day that like he's using now.
Didn't you say that at the studio the other day? I think we were listening to that new one, and he was just like, "Yo, that sample
you're talking about was from my first brick. It was from Benny's project. My first brick.
Right.
But I know that song that sample, dude. That sample was from fucking Charles Erlin, like his one Cosmic Jazz album. Like, this is such a deep cut. You know what I mean? Like, I bought that record from Jerry's Records in Pittsburgh. deep dig. You know what I mean? I think
Right.
it was just playing, and I went and grabbed it and like made a beat out of it. You know what I mean? Because it was just happened to be playing.
Right.
And then like I heard that sample flip. I'm like, dude,
Right.
that can't be a
And you're sitting there
coincidence.
like, how?
It can't be a coincidence.
Right.
Because I definitely like years ago made the beat, put it on SoundCloud.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
So
Right.
someone, I don't know who made it. You know
Somewhere
what I mean?
out there, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, once you put an idea out there,
Yeah.
anyways, I mean, it's
Yeah,
gonna
it's
get
fair game.
snatched. Yeah.
I just don't like when people resample the same samples, like, and a lot of people do it. It's okay, but like I feel like you got like it's your duty to like really flip that sample.
Yeah.
Like change it, do something different.
Yo, I got a lyric for you. Let me see if you know it. You ready? I didn't want to wake up in Tijuana.
I didn't wanna. Smelling like Patron, cerveza, marijuana. My God. You know how many times I've fucking said those lyrics?
No, a lot.
Yeah.
Mad performances.
We closed out like every Mindset gig with that song for the last 2-3 years, plus all the other times I've done it.
Right.
Because I've almost always done that song live during the set.
That was you and MCKP, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
People like it.
It's a dope little bop.
Yeah. It's
Definitely.
fun. Fresh
Yeah.
Kills made the beat.
Mhm.
Like, it's fun. Speaking of which, wrestling samples. I kind of have that
Yes.
in my repertoire
Yes,
like
you
a
do.
long time ago.
You did years and years ago.
Yeah, and I want to like bring that back, but like I don't want to be like called thief or
No, fuck it. I mean,
know what I
you've been
mean?
doing it.
yeah. There's a lot of
What can
times
anybody
when
ever
shit
say
like
to
that.
you?
Oh, you trying to copy Wes? It's like,
And then
bro,
I'd
I
be
did
like,
it.
okay, well, go ahead and look at this.
Exactly. Yeah.
And then shut your mouth and
Yeah.
learn music.
Yeah. It is what it is.
I hate that. Like, people
but I'm
like,
I'm not a gigantic superstar, so like where do I get that claim? Like another instance, I had to put out a disclaimer. The first song I made for Green Giant is called Sly. For Green Giant 2, I mean.
right,
I made the song last year. I have Sylvester on the album.
right.
Featuring that's another feature I forgot. I have Sylvester. You know who Sylvester is?
Actual Sly Green.
No, not Sly Green.
Oh, I was about to say
Sly the guy that walks around Grand Street and
Oh yeah, the homeless guy.
yeah. Well, he's not homeless, so that's why I wasn't gonna say homeless because he's not. He just prefers to be out, like in public, sleeping on the floor and stuff.
That's not the guy with the tutu, is it?
No. Sly's
Okay.
chocolate. Sly's a black man.
Okay.
Yeah, but anyways, so
Oh, I remember your post.
right.
I remember that. Yeah.
So if you've been in like Elmwood Village, Grant Street, you know what I mean. You definitely know who Sly is. He's like, I thought he was more famous than Claire was.
I definitely know who you're talking about now.
So I made a song called Sly, and I have him on the track. I just never put the song out.
Right.
And that was gonna be my lead single for Green Giant 2. And then
Now it's not.
well, I mean, it could be. The track's fire, but like when Griselda did the What Would Machine Gun Do with Claire on the album, it's like, oh, that's the same idea.
Well, but you're not using him as the album artwork, right?
No, I was gonna do it for like the single artwork. I was gonna like,
Then yeah, do it.
But I just feel like I don't want to be like considered like copying when I had the idea and like, I had the idea like way before that.
I wouldn't even worry about it.
Yeah.
Personally, I don't mean you're gonna run your career how you're gonna do it,
Right.
But like, as far as like if something I did mad long, if someone were to come up with like hashtag mixtape series and they were a big famous person,
Right.
I'm not gonna pull mine.
Right.
And and I wish somebody would say I was copying.
Right.
I have a song called Copying. I'm not copying.
There's there's a theory that there's a realm of creativity, like it's its own dimension that we as creatives tap into,
like draw from.
Yeah, I believe it, because like how do you explain the thoughts you get at like 3 a.m. when you like, oh dude, I just got like the sickest bars, like I write it down,
right?
If I got an idea of something I want to draw, I do a little sketch, you know what I mean? I don't care if it's 3 a.m. if it's a good idea, it's a good idea. If it's a dope bar, it's a dope bar. Like I don't want to lose that,
right?
You know what I mean? So but that stuff's got to come from somewhere. There's a lot of like things I've seen in my book that are in other things. It's like I didn't copy from them, but we had the same idea at the same time. It's weird. So yeah,
so art is all subjective anyway. It's always how you look at it.
Bet.
Speaking of wrestling flips, who's your favorite wrestler? Because you had that like luchador like video.
Now or back then or what?
Let's just
what
say
are we
all
talking?
time. All right, let's get all three. Back then, now, and all time.
Okay. Yo, Stone Cold, man.
Stone Cold's fire.
Stone Cold's got to be up there.
And Stone Cold transcends generations too, easily.
I feel like Raven doesn't get enough credit.
Wow. All right.
Yeah.
Word.
And
no, he doesn't.
Yeah.
Especially for like the character he plays.
Yeah. Like if you think about it, like no one's really. People have tried to. Like I feel like Edge tried to like kind of rip off his gimmick a little bit.
Yeah, but he did it like in a friendly way.
Yeah, but he was dope.
Raven was all the way dark.
Dude, Raven was dark. He had the flock. He came out with like Sandman shirts on and stuff. It was sweet. I loved ECW, so like fucking like New Jack was fun to watch, but that dude's fucking insane. Like I would never want to. Like, he almost killed. Like he killed people. Like he legit killed people. Yeah.
Wow.
Like no joke.
What the fuck?
Man, Shawn Michaels was a great wrestler.
Definitely. I was sad when he had his last match.
I don't think I have a favorite of. I don't know, man. That's a tough one. Now, I like Finn Balor, but they don't know what they're doing with him. I feel like he could be really good.
Finn's a cool character.
I'm like, I want to get more into like the independent scene, cause like I watch like independent wrestling videos on YouTube, and I'm like, yo, this looks like it looks like something that'd be like actually fun to go to.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, cause they don't have to like deal with like standards and practices and stuff. Like
which ones are you talking about?
Dude, I will go to like a fire hall. And watch it. Like I don't give a shit.
Like the local ones.
I haven't gone to them, but like if I had the time and like I would. Right. You know, I'd rather see that. That seems way more entertaining than like this shit show that like is on TV. That's like
WWE. I think it's been over for me for WWE for years.
I'll watch like the Rumble. I'll watch WrestleMania, but that's about it.
Yeah. I've missed all those pay-per-views the last like 5-6 years. Probably more than that.
I'll download the WWE app just for the free month.
Yeah, right.
And I'll just make a new profile.
Do you mess with AEW at all?
From what I've seen, yeah. But I'm not up. I don't watch it weekly or anything like that. I'm
like
big into
about it though.
I've gotten big into like boxing and stuff too, and MMA.
MMA, yeah. Did you just see the last fight?
No, because I was getting in trouble.
I
was getting in trouble, so I couldn't watch it.
Got put in the doghouse.
I met John Jones before.
Have you? Yeah, he's from right up here, Rochester.
He is, but he ended up. His baby mom was the cheerleader at my high school.
Oh, word.
Yeah, and I met him at a bar, like
Cole's.
No, I met him like out in the sticks.
Oh, okay.
Like years and years and years ago, like right before he like probably like 2008.
Okay, like before he start really knocking heads off. Yeah,
and he was cool as fuck. So
everybody says he's mad cool.
Yeah,
very humble guy.
Yeah. Super chill. Yeah, it's kind of cool.
Right.
I like just walking to a bar. I'm like, you know, he wasn't famous.
Right.
You know what I mean? And like, so someone just introduced me, and it was I think I did a shot with him. You know what I mean? It was cool.
Word.
Yeah. Life is weird.
Somebody told me they ran into John Jones at Cole's. That's why I
can believe it.
Yeah. He just like totally came down just to have a drink and shit. He's like, oh shit, John Jones. Random.
Rashad Evans is from Niagara Falls.
Yeah, he went to N-Trip.
No
actually,
shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was walking through the halls from like bowling or some shit one day, and I looked up and I was like, oh shit, Rashad Evans, crazy.
Yeah.
There's like pictures just right there, right outside the coach's office. Like, all right, word.
Do you like boxing?
Like Deontay Wilder and stuff like that. Like I don't really like sit down and watch boxing though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
like I respect the art for sure and the sport and the history. I actually have an old friend of mine who's a boxer now. He's actually knocking heads the fuck off. Yeah.
Nice.
Shout out to CC.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
They used to have HBO fights on Saturdays. We used to get sent to my grandfather's house like every weekend when we were little kids.
Yeah.
And he's from Puerto Rico, so he, barely speaking English. Right. Like, go ahead, punch, knock him out. You know what I mean? It's like every Saturday night, like whether I liked it or not, I had to watch boxing.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, when I was a kid, I hated boxing. I like cry when it came on.
Oh my
It's like,
God.
please, no.
The worst part is we'd all like get together and like lay in the living room, you know, and like everyone would pass out and he'd leave the TV on. You know what comes on HBO on a Saturday?
Yeah. Wild, the wildest of wild shit.
Like I'm like 8, like what's going on here? Real sex.
Yeah, right. You're sitting there like one eye open, half just in case anybody sees. I'm not watching this.
Dude,
but
I'm
watching
a
this.
weird person, man. You're getting a glimpse into why.
Yeah, right. I feel I think I was like 4 when I discovered like my grandfather's Playboys.
Oh yeah.
4 or 5, yeah. I was just in their room, very like all around house. You just like do whatever, run around wherever. Like you weren't kicked out of like certain rooms and stuff because you were little or anything like that. So I'm just like playing in my grandparents' room.
Yeah.
And I just pull this magazine. I was like, oh okay, like know what it is.
Yeah.
So I open it, it's just like huge fucking titties just everywhere. It's like. I feel like I'm not supposed to be looking at this, but I know where it is now.
I'm gonna look at it a lot more often.
Yeah, right.
Oh my God.
Yeah, childhood is fun.
I feel like kids don't have those experiences, man.
No, or if they do, it's like really raunchy.
Yeah, like they're
it's
going
like
on
to
like
the degree of like,
Dude,
whoa.
I had to like, I got kids, so I had to like put everything on restricted mode.
Yeah.
Like, cause there's weird YouTube videos, man.
It is.
There's creepy ass YouTube videos.
It is.
Like, and who makes them? That's like the real question. Like, what is wrong with people?
Weirdos, and they do it on purpose.
They're like from like weird countries I can't pronounce, and like, you know, you think it's like a video for kids that had like cartoons or like claymation or something, and then it's like they're like fucking. It's like
wow,
yeah.
YouTube should get rid of those.
Well, they did. That's why they have to have restricted mode. That's why they changed all like their stuff over in the past couple months.
Got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they changed how you upload stuff too.
Mm-hmm. Dude, my phone keeps blowing up.
You wanna get
no,
it?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Word. But yeah, HBO was wild.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember. I'm sure you remember. Like Showtime. What's the other one that was wild with like Cinemax, yeah.
Skinemax.
Oh my God, Skinemax, bro. Or like BT Uncut After Dark.
Dude, BT Uncut was my shit. Dude, I wanted to
they
be
used
on
to play
BT
that
Uncut
on just
so
regular
bad.
TV. That shit was insane.
Dude, I wanted to be on that like so bad. Mighty Casey.
Yeah.
Tip Drill.
Tip Drill video.
50 had some joints on there. Dude, they had like
just like the
I ain't
idea.
got no panties on. No panties on. I ain't got no panties on the dance floor. Oh my God. Lil Jon.
The idea of just uncut music videos was just like so foreign to me.
They were so bad, but so good.
Right. And you got to remember like in like 2005, like I was in 5th grade. So like it was very different for me than it was for you.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Yeah, man. You didn't like Rey Mysterio? That's what I thought you were going to say.
I do like Rey Mysterio.
I thought you were going to say Rey was up there.
He is up there. He's a legend.
I only said that because you had the Luchador music video.
Yeah.
With the me had the mask on. I think you had a Rey Mysterio mask on.
That was an actual Lucha mask I got in Mexico.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
How was that experience?
Mexico?
And when did you go?
I went to Mexico in 2009.
Okay.
It was like through a cruise though. So I only stayed there for like a day or 2.
Gotcha.
I think I went to Mexico before, but I can't recall.
Mm-hmm.
It's possible. I don't know.
Word.
Yeah.
Word. Yeah, so let's talk about one of your tracks, Shumagorath.
Shumagorath, yeah.
Shumagorath. Are you in the Lovecraft?
Like kind of.
Mm-hmm.
My girl is big. Like she reads all the books and stuff.
Yeah.
I like.
The lore is deep in that.
Yeah, the lore is deep. I just watched the Color Out of Space. What's that called? Nick Cage. He just came out with a new movie.
I didn't even know Nick Cage had a new movie.
Yeah, it's called Color Out of Space, and it's based on a Lovecraft thing.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I love Reanimator.
Mm-hmm.
The first one. The second one's okay, but like the first one's classic. I dig it. I mean, it's not like my bread and butter, but I dig it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I dig like weird. I like weird special effects like in movies.
Mm-hmm.
And like I feel like what they were doing in the 80s was like the shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like I love Hellraiser 2.
I never saw Hellraisers.
Yeah, the first 2 are good. The rest are shit.
Okay.
I mean, the first 2 aren't really that good, like special effects wise, but like they have cool stuff in it that I like. There's like just weird random movies from the 80s where it was like, have you ever seen Dreamscape?
No.
All right. Dreamscape is about
Dreamcatcher for a minute.
Nah,
like,
Dreamscape's about psychics that like are assassins.
Okay.
They like people who go to sleep and they like kill you in your sleep. So they have to stop the president from like getting assassinated in his sleep.
Okay.
Cause you know the dude from Warriors that says Warriors come out and play?
Yeah.
He's like a snake man.
He's a snake man.
He's a snake man. Yeah, I don't know why. Like I love shit like that, like splatter movies and stuff. But oh yeah, back to Shumagorath. Shumagorath was in Marvel vs. Capcom.
Right.
And we used to play that shit religiously. And I love Shumagorath because he's like an eyeball.
Right.
With tentacles.
Right.
And he's badass to play with. So
you know that's one of the Lovecraftian.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. They brought him in through Conan. That's how they got the rights to put him in the game and shit.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, I like I said, I dig like weird stuff like that. Like I like monsters, you know.
Yeah.
I like things that aren't the norm.
Right.
So
that's what's up.
Shumagorath was just my dude in Marvel vs. Capcom. So.
Word. Okay. Who else did you run with Shumagorath? Because I used him a lot when that game came out too.
Probably like Captain America. And I don't know. Maybe like Mega Man.
Word. Oh, you're talking about the number 2, Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
No,
Mega
3.
Man.
3.
Mega Man was in 3?
I think so. Yeah.
It must have been DLC then.
I don't know.
I played that shit until like it got hot.
Yeah.
For like the paper to come off.
Oh, dude. All right, so Juggler Star, Thomas Page, Trap House. He used to live down the street from me. So, like, I would just go to his apartment, and there was always people playing Marvel vs. Capcom, like, all the time. So, like, when I needed to, like, you know, I'd sneak out, whatever, go hang out, fucking play video games for a couple hours, drink some drinks and stuff. You know what I mean? Like, that's just, there was always people doing that. Like, so, I don't know. Yeah, I was just influenced by that.
Word.
Yeah.
I did, Dante.
Dante was dope.
Shumagorath. Yeah. And, Dormammu.
Okay.
Outflexing Wolverine and Captain America in there too.
Captain America was dope.
Yeah, Captain America was sweet. He's an easy like guy to like, get on the base, and it's like pop you in the air, and then here comes Shumagorath with the tentacles, and then Dormammu might come through with the fire pillar, or Dante might smack you down and hit you with that. That game was fire.
Yeah, man.
That game is super fire. Hell yeah. What other games are you into?
Believe it or not a big gamer.
No.
I like the Arkham games when they come out usually.
Super fire.
Spider-Man was okay. Yeah, I'm just the time, you know.
Right.
I don't have time to do that shit anymore.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Your kids play games?
Yeah, my son's obsessed with Fortnite, Minecraft.
Word.
So annoying. So annoying because he watches all stupid YouTube videos, and those dudes are like, guys, you're gonna go in the right direction, guys. They gotta say guys every 5 seconds because everyone has ADD.
I used to when I lived with some coworkers a couple years ago, and we played Fortnite a lot before it got weird.
Right.
Like no shopping carts, lightsabers, nothing like that. And we would be on that shit all fucking night, smoking, getting high, skip the dishes when that was here. Every single night.
Do you remember when Destiny came out?
I do. We never played that though.
That's when I got PS4.
Okay.
Because I think Destiny was like the first big game to come out.
Yeah.
So like
they thought it was gonna be revolutionary. It wasn't.
It was dope.
It was cool for the time.
I played it for a minute.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It reminded me of Warframe. I don't know if you know Warframe. But then I just stopped.
Nah. I just.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm good on this.
I mean, I can't, like, I have to be productive. Like, I get mad when I'm not productive.
Right.
Like when I'm not working on shit.
No,
like when I know I have time to do things. Like dude, I'm in 2 rap groups and I make a fucking comic. Like
right.
I'm always doing something.
Right.
Like I don't like to me I'm like, oh, why aren't other people in doing this? You know what I mean? Like, oh, you're in one rap group? Cool. Why aren't you too? I'm just fucking I'm just joking. But still though, like I don't know. Dude, I can write a verse in like 20 minutes. Mm-hmm. And usually those are like my most fire ones.
Right.
Because I know I'm like, I'm in the zone. I'm feeling it. Like, you know, I'm not overthinking. I'm just making sure it flows right. I'm making sure it's like tight, you know. Mm-hmm. That's usually when I'm like feeding myself to get clever.
Right.
You know, I'm like setting myself up. So when I'm in the zone like that, 20 minutes, easy.
Right.
Boom. Do it 3 times a week. Mm-hmm. 3 tracks.
Right.
Sure.
Very easy to do.
Cool.
Yeah.
Done.
Just get it done. Yeah. And then build yourself a back catalog.
Right.
Or a catalog for a new album.
Right.
Whatever. But yeah, no, I definitely feel you on like you feel guilty when you're not doing something.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But I do love Civilization and Cityscape.
Dude.
Cities.
Okay.
Yeah.
I played Civilization back in the day. I ain't gonna front. What was your empire?
Like nowadays I run everybody.
Okay.
Just because like I'm trying to get all the achievements.
Yeah.
But I like to go with like France just because like my last name is French. But
okay.
France is terrible.
Yeah.
Every time.
I'd be like the Aztecs and I'm like, they have no technology.
Right. Yeah, right, exactly. They're over here building planes.
Like I gotta go to war with spears. I'm like, the Germans have tanks.
Right.
If you wanted to win quick, you just be the Germans. Because they got engineering down.
Which one are you talking about? 4?
5.
Oh, 5. Okay.
Yeah.
Word. Yeah, 5. I liked Ashurbanipal. I feel like I said his name wrong. The Syrians. Okay. Or not Syrians, the Sumerians. Yeah. Just because he was cool. France. Whoever the green one was.
I don't know, but I bet my roommates back in the day heard me screaming like "fuck you, Gandhi" at like 4 a.m.
Oh my god, yes. Yo, Gandhi's a bitch. Gandhi's a bitch. Have you played that game on like the hardest difficulty?
Probably.
You got smacked immediately.
It's so time consuming.
Yeah.
Especially
it's like
when
playing
you
Monopoly.
It gets so boring though. You know what I mean? Because you gotta like manage like 18 different cities and like people travel it. You know what I'm talking about. It just gets taxing, and I'm just like,
I like that stuff. And what makes it, what keeps it interesting for me is when like England declares war on me for no reason. So I'm like, all right, bitch, you're gonna fucking die now. My mission is to kill you.
You gotta go.
You and Brazil, Pedro. Get the fuck out of here.
You know what game I love? And I'm mad I sold it.
What's that?
For PS3, I had Dynasty Warriors 2 Gundam Edition.
Oh shit.
No, Gundam 2 Dynasty Warriors. Whatever. It was the second one. But like, I'm a huge fan of G Gundam.
Yeah.
And
Gundam was fire.
Yeah, and like they had like a lot from G Gundam in there. So like you had to fight like Kyoji, the Devil Gundam. You had to fight like you could be Master Asia. Like it was dope. Also, like the hardest fucking board ever is trying to kill the Devil Gundam.
Right.
Because he constantly regenerates.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so like I ended up selling that game, and I'm like, oh
damn.
Because you know how much, like, you know how you go to GameStop to sell a game?
Right.
It's like 20 cents.
Mm-hmm. Right.
I got like $40 for it. I'm like, oh man.
Wow.
Yeah, like,
damn.
Yo, you never went to GameStop and got $40 for a game.
Here, I know one game that I did. Any Pokemon game, because everybody wants Pokemon.
Right. Gotta catch
and Marvel vs. Capcom 2 for Xbox. Stupid. I should have never did that. Because now not now because they don't sell them anymore. But back then when they had them, they were like $100 used. Sure. And it's just like, huh?
Yeah.
Why? Why?
I do want, like, when I get rich, I want arcade games.
Yeah, I feel you.
Like, I want, like, the Simpsons cabinet game, I want the X-Men cabinet game, and I want Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Which X-Men?
The 6-player.
6-player?
Yeah.
I don't know
the first one.
Oh, okay. I don't know. What, NES or something?
No. Konami one. There's like a Konami one. You can be Nightcrawler, Colossus, Cyclops, Dazzler, Wolverine.
That's where they had Dazzler.
Storm.
Because like now Dazzler, no one even knows who Dazzler is.
Yeah, I know. I think they like, I don't know. It's dope though.
The X-Men game I know is the one for Sega Genesis.
I like
real
that one.
fucking hard.
Yeah.
Like as a kid, like,
I had that.
I'm like I can't. Like,
The second
playing as
X-Men
Gambit
game
fun.
was dope. The second one.
I don't
X-Men
know.
2.
Let me look it up, see if I know the cover art.
It was like X-Men 2 Clone War, like before Clone Wars, something like that. War of the Clones. But it was the first game I ever played where like it doesn't have a start
Clone
screen.
Wars, yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't have a start screen. You automatically start like with a random character.
You just hop right in.
It's as soon as you turn it on, you're like Beast in the snow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they had Beast in it and Psylocke, and like that was a way better game.
Yeah, that's kind of dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't have that one.
You couldn't start the game until you beat the first level.
Wow.
Yeah. Which doesn't make sense.
I bet it was mad hard too.
You couldn't pick your characters.
Right.
It was all random.
So like you get into it and say like you play Beast, you got to beat that level and then you can pick a character.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like it'd be really annoying.
No, it was dope.
Word.
Yeah. I mean, if I can remember it, you know
Right,
what I
right.
mean?
Yeah,
I mean, I was little. Like,
did you have
everything was
Lion
cool.
King for Genesis?
Ooh. I don't think I had Lion King, but I definitely had Aladdin.
Aladdin, yeah,
Aladdin
that's
was
the
fire.
other one.
Aladdin was fire.
Did you beat it?
Probably. Earthworm Jim was fire.
Okay.
Earthworm Jim's mad underrated. That was a great game.
A lot of people, it's like a cult classic.
I'm surprised they never like got it right and brought it back like for now, because I would play the shit out of Earthworm Jim.
Yeah.
It's fun. You get to ride on rockets. You fucking slap your little like worm.
I never played it, so I don't
you gotta
really
like
know.
Indiana Jones your way over caverns and stuff, because
Oh, really?
like his head's a worm, but he's got like a spacesuit.
Right.
It was fun, man. What else was dope? Dude, RoboCop vs Terminator, underrated.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. The Power Rangers game.
Power Rangers game was dope, but it got like mad old quick.
Definitely, because it's a fighting game.
Yeah, exactly. I wish like they like could like elevate fighting games to like not be boring after like 20 minutes.
Right.
You know.
I think the way to do that is just to have it where you don't have DLC, where you can unlock all the things in there, and it's like dope shit.
I like what they've done with like Injustice 2, where like you play tournaments, but they change it. Like they have different elements that come in and out. So like your boards are different. Like you might have to like play like upside down for a match.
Okay.
So like as far as like trying to make it like a little bit of variety, it's kind of cool. But like
where they have the different Earths and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
like your multiverse type of thing.
Right. That's actually what it's called.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Word. So speaking of games, rap has a game, and a lot of people say rap is a game, but I feel like there's one piece of rap that is, unequivocally the game. It's battle rap. And you are no stranger to battle rap, my guy. You have battle raps. Albeit they were years ago. Yeah. And, skill sets weren't, where they are today. Yeah. But, it's part of your past. How'd you get into battle rap and talk about, like, Duel the Iron Mike from Broadway Joe's when that was a thing, facing, like, Spider-Man and Drewski?
The video they won't show you is me versus Spider to God, where I destroyed him by unanimous decision.
Right. Wasn't even close.
Dude, it was a massacre. It was a bloody massacre. And where's the YouTube video of that? That's all I want to know.
Right.
Anyways, I mean, dude, you grow up, you rap with your boys, you there's got to be competition, you know what I mean? You got to be competitive with each other. I mean, me and my friends, we were just mean, like fucking evil to each other, man. Like physically and mentally, like like I didn't have older brothers, so like I always hung out with older kids.
Yeah. Because
I just was more mentally mature. You know what I mean? So like, I don't know, man. It just came to be like So I know Wizza, right? I know Wizza from way back. Wizza had a group called Narrow Minded Youth, and my buddy Michael was in Narrow Minded Youth. He and I ended up making like a project together called Not Dead Yet. But anyways, so we used to just hang out, party, go out, you know, and we rapped and made beats all the time. You know what I mean? Like, we would battle each other constantly.
Right.
We would go out and battle people. I'd go to the bars and fucking battle someone. Like, I didn't care, you know what I mean? All I did was rap all day anyways.
Right.
So, man, like, people would put me on the spot. Oh, yo, you rapper, dude? Go fucking rap. I'm like,
my God.
I would just bury people. I would pick them
Good.
apart, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so we would just do that shit. But anyways, but then they're like, oh, yeah, we're going to, battle rap got big. And they're like, oh, we're going to do a battle rap. And I'm like, money? They're like, yeah, there's money. Okay. Sure. Why not? Like, I'll fucking rap for a couple $100. Like, why not? So yeah, Michael did it. He ended up winning. The dude I fucking battle rap every day wins the tournament. So like, obviously we weren't fucking around, you know. That video you're talking about, I mean, I'm not proud of it. I don't endorse it. I don't like it.
Right.
But it was also after, like, I think I just had a kid. I just had my first kid, so I didn't rap for like I didn't rap for like a year. So that was kind of like me getting back in the, you know, back my foot in the door and like getting my confidence up and stuff, you know.
Gotcha.
But yeah.
Any interest in doing battle rap again?
No,
none at all.
I think it's corny.
Do you?
I don't think there's anything cool about it. It's two guys like making fun of each other with like dick and fart jokes. Like, have you ever watched like a legit battle? Like,
I was watching Mad Battles today. Actually,
they call people like how many different ways can you call someone like a FAG? Like,
oh, I mean that's kind of like dead now. Like
Is
today's rap battle is more gun bars.
I'm gonna
like,
shoot you.
Yeah,
like,
right.
Are you gonna shoot me, bro? You can't even lift up a gun. Like,
well, I think it's more of like
about?
the sport and like putting words together. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's always that.
I can appreciate the artistry of it. I'm not into it.
Right.
It's cringy.
Yeah.
Like, that's the one thing I hate is like going back to old music and stuff and finding like shit that you said that you're just like,
yeah.
I feel like all battle rap is like that. Like, I don't know. Sure. I'd rather make a better song.
Right.
You know what I mean? Dude, oh my God. Denzel Curry's got a funny ass line on his new album. He's like, my bitch bad like battle rappers rap albums. I don't want to be in that category, man.
No, I feel you. You're not lying. I mean, like, you don't have to be. Like, Mickey Fax is a fire artist, and he's also really good at battle rap.
Yeah, I mean,
Joe Budden.
Meek Mill did it too.
Meek Mill, yeah. Cassidy. Which, I mean, like, okay. Nowadays, Cassidy's not the best battle rapper.
I always thought Cassidy was overrated, even back in the day.
I would say he's overrated for sure, but he definitely had a run.
Yeah, but I don't think he was ever a top tier lyricist like people were making him out to be.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I respect battle rap like as a foundation of hip hop. Like, I respect, you know, like MC Shan and Marley Marl. I respect Kool Moe Dee. Who the fuck did Kool Moe Dee battle rap? I don't remember. But like, I respect all that. I respect the history of it. You know, The Bridge is Over. Like, I love diss tracks. No Vaseline. You know, LL Cool J. Like, I think Mama Said Knock You Out was a battle rap.
It was.
Like, there's so many. Like, I appreciate that. So I think at that time I was more or less embracing that as a foundation of the culture because like dude, I'm not a culture vulture. Like, I respect the art. I respect the form. I put time and effort into my craft.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I feel like that's something that as an MC you should do at least at some point.
Right.
You should battle someone. Right. You know what I mean?
Just kind of like get it under your belt type of thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Broadway Joe's, where you did it at. R.I.P. Broadway Joe's. It wasn't the greatest venue either.
No, but like
as far as like space and everything like that, but nostalgia
for sure. I mean, dude, just me as like growing up, like, man, when I was like getting in it, like I was into hip hop in like high school and stuff, but like when I really wanted to start doing it, you know, it's probably when I was like 18, 19, and well, I'd moved, but like I would come back periodically, you know, and I'd like hang out, go to like UB parties and shit, people I knew and whatever.
Like right over here.
Yeah, like literally right down the street. Yeah, and dude, I just wanted to like see what it was about. You know what I mean? Like, I had a fake ID since I was like 16.
Mm.
So I used to go to Broadway Joe's like back then. Merlin's.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Do you remember Merlin's?
Nope.
It's 40 Thieves on Elmwood.
Oh,
now.
okay.
But back in the day, it used to be Merlin's, and
Mhm.
it was like a dive, just a dump. But they had live music, so we used to play there all the time.
Okay.
And then we played at Broadway Joe's, so we kind of went like back and forth. It was tight. It was like fun, you know what I mean? Because I was just young and getting into it, you know, just discovering the scene, meeting people,
Right.
like shooting dice in the back,
Right.
like hitting blunts, stuff
Just
like.
memories.
Probably not with like this most savory of people.
Right. Definitely not.
But I got to do a lot of shows there. I got to perform with a lot of people too. I played shows there with Blue, Sean Price,
Blue
Ill
Da
Bill.
Vinci?
No, Blue from California. Blue in Exile.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no BMF. No BMF, bro. No
Blue Da
BMF.
Vinci. Okay.
I'm pretty sure I probably played a show with Benny like back in the day.
Yeah.
Like, oh man, so many others. Like I can't even remember them all. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But it was just that was the spot.
Yeah.
You know.
Definitely.
Like that's what I wanted to be in. You know, that was the scene. So
I'm happy I got to go there at least once.
Yeah.
And just see it and like perform on that stage.
Yeah.
Even if it wasn't even my show, it was like, old friend of mine who was rapping too, and he had a show and we had a song together.
Who was that?
Cody Damien. Yeah.
Was that his rap name?
Yeah.
Okay.
And we had the song together and shit, and he was just like, "Oh, come out to my show." And I'm lying. I did have a slot there.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know how I forgot that. Yeah. So he had a slot and I had a slot. I think I got him that show.
Yeah, the management changed there a couple times, and then it turned more into like metal though.
Oh yeah.
Before they closed, weren't they trying to do like more?
I don't know. I know I went there the one time. Then it was like Waiting Room for me.
Yeah.
Waiting Room was my first show.
St. Francis?
No, not St. Francis. Little Baby or Sunreal.
Okay.
Sunreal was my first show. The Sage Francis was cool though. That was a dope
fun,
show.
Yeah.
I think I wore a jersey on stage. But yeah, man, that was a lot of draw for me back then at Waiting Room. Like I was selling tickets out the fucking ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, like really getting to it.
Dude, I lost all my tickets for that show.
Did you? Damn.
I felt so bad. I'm like, I'm going to After Dark. I'm like, bro, I lost my ticket. Like, you know how many times I've done that though?
Really? But you didn't lose them?
I hate selling tickets.
Yeah.
I don't feel like it's my job. You know what I mean? It's like
I don't like it either, but also like when you tell people, yo, I got a show so-and-so day.
Right.
And it's like, yo, come out. Word, we're going to be at the door. And
Yeah.
then they don't come because they don't have like a physical thing.
True.
Like tickets, they look at it, they have it, they put it somewhere, and they're like, oh shit, that's today.
That's very true.
Yeah.
I know, like,
Then you can sign them after.
whenever I do a show, I know that there's going to be like 10 people that come to like every one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's what's dope about Mindset. Like there's 4 of us. We each have like 8 people, you know, at least that will come to support us. So it's like, like whenever we go through, we're rolling through like 40 thick, you know
That's
what I mean?
what's up, yeah.
Yeah. So it's like,
that's why I always wanted to
can't have a bad show when you're showing up with 30 people, you know what I mean?
Right.
So,
and I'm sure by then they start to learn the music and everything and start the call and response.
oh, for sure.
That
And
shit's
then it's infectious to the other people that are in the
Yeah,
crowd.
and they're like, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah,
What is this?
yeah.
It's like you said, like people know you,
Yeah.
but they don't know you.
Right.
I understand now.
Yeah.
I understand
weird.
now. So a big proponent of Broadway Joe's, someone who I had on the podcast, actually was my guy CG.
Uh-huh.
You two linked up to become Green Giant. How did that come about?
So I was signed with DTR, DTR 45 recording label, and it was weird. They signed me like I had an EP to drop, and I had another one I was working on, and then I had like another like mixtape. Like I was just on fire at that point, and I'm like, bro, I got 3 projects. Let's go. Let's drop. You know.
You said DTR, right? Deep Thinker. Okay.
Well, yeah. So like they didn't want to like promote those, and I was like, okay. well, I'll work on an album then. So I worked on an album, whatever. And they kind of helped me out. I was touring, doing a lot. But after that, I just was like, I didn't feel like I got the right push I wanted with the album because I worked really hard on it. I thought it was like, good, like good enough to do something with. Definitely had a couple singles, Shumagora, like I was getting decent amount of like attention, whatever. But I stopped, and I would still hang out at like DBGBs and stuff because like DTR did like a Wednesday night thing. So like occasionally like I would host, drink your drinks, bullshit. Dukes really did it. Mad Dukes really did it. But I would go there just to hang out with them anyways because we were label mates and friends and whatever. You know what I mean? And CG would hang around and he was like, "Yo, we gotta work on something. I'm like, okay. So we just did, and then he would come to shows, and he'd always be like, "Yo, let's work on something. All right." I didn't really feel like writing, you know what I mean? Like I just took like a couple years. I took like a year or two off where I just made beats, right? I was kind of like, rap sucks,
Yeah.
Making beats is
you
cool.
You getting that mood.
Yeah. I'm like, making beats is cool.
Is that when you released Young Warhol or
somewhere in that? Young Warhola, yeah.
Warhola, yeah.
That's a funny thing, cause like, you know why I called it that?
Why?
Cause like, you know how like everyone's like Jay-Z started rapping about Warhol, so like everyone was like a fucking art expert.
Some shit. Yeah, right.
Everyone was a fucking art expert.
Basquiat.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, well, who discovered Basquiat? Who? Keith Haring and Warhol.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't know.
What's Andy Warhol's real name? Warhola.
Oh.
You don't know shit. Like, you guys talking about fucking art, you don't know dick.
Oh, see, I don't talk about art. So I'm not in this.
Well, I'm just saying, like, for a minute there, everyone was talking about this shit. Basquiat, this, Warhol, that. It's like, bro, quit talking like you like it's like password. Like you heard half of the sentence.
Right.
And you're regurgitating like a shred of that.
Right.
And I can see through it. You know what I mean? So it's like,
I know a Banksy.
That's cool. I mean, I get it. No, I get it. But like when people like fad rapping, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or like I was saying earlier, like how you had to like be like grimy or a rap fashion or rap about cracking guns and stuff like that. Like it's cool. I get it. But it's entertaining. It's over the top. It's engaging. But like, bro, if you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, like, don't pretend to.
Right. Because
there are people that can see right through you. You talk street shit and you're on the street, someone will.
Right. It's like, obviously you're not.
Yes.
You don't even know how to move.
Look at 6ix9ine.
True.
Case in point. Like,
True.
There's mad people like that. So yeah, I'm very condescending and petty. That's why I call my beat tape Young Warhol.
Got you.
Because people don't know shit.
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, I respect you if you do know shit, but like, I know, like, what is that? What does this mean? It's like, you rap about art. Tell me. What does it mean? You know what I mean? Yeah. Oh, yeah. So anyway, so CG really got me out of that funk, to be honest with you.
That's what's up.
Because he was very determined. And then, I was always sample digging. So when we linked up, like, initially, I had samples. I'm like, let's sample this. Let's sample that. Let's sample this. So, like, off the bat, we linked up, made, like, 4 beats. I picked up the samples. He chopped them up, made the beat, whatever. And then it just kind of grew from there. Like, I think we started with, like, the intro, to be honest. What became the intro on the album. And then The Coldest, that was another sample I picked out.
We played that on his episode.
Yeah. Once that joint got done, I'm like, I got it. Like, this shit's fire. Like, or no, we did the Big Lebowski first. I take it back. We did the Big Lebowski. So that song kind of just tells you the whole story. Like, talking about being on pills and shit, man. Like, that sucked. I fucking broke my back, man.
Damn.
Yeah, I broke 2 vertebrae and the other 2 around it were damaged.
Wow.
Yeah. And
what
like,
happened?
I fell through a roof.
Oh, shit. You did roofing work?
No.
You're just up there?
I was working, but I wasn't doing roofing stuff. I was working in a apartment complex, and I fell through the fucking roof. Yeah.
Oh my god.
And but yeah, like, I got was on painkillers like all day long. I was in a fucking back brace. Like everything I say in that song is like true. You know what I'm saying? I'm throwing up in the shower, throwing up all on my towel, rearranging all my vowels. The shit was sounding sour. I need a swisher every hour. Like that's
all real,
not a joke.
Right.
Yeah. So I mean, that was just like, fuck, that was a dark period. And it wasn't like I put myself there. Like it just was a result of being in that situation.
Right.
So I guess writing that song was to kind of like overcome all my bullshit and irresponsibility and like learn how to step it up, you know?
Yeah.
Put myself up. So I think once I got over that hump and like we put that song out, people were like, "Oh, this is dope. This is dope. You guys have some kind of weird chemistry together."
Yeah.
So then we started making songs and making the project. And
Gotcha.
Like, dude, CG will send me like a million beats. I can't rap to like every one. You know what I mean? Same with Badfish from Mindset. Like I love you guys. Thank you for everything. You know what I mean? But they're like, "Oh, you didn't make a song. You didn't make enough songs." Like, dude, I can't rap over every single beat you said.
Right.
Like, it's not that I don't like them. It's just I can't write if I don't have something to say. But like, and I feel like I need to like up my like world experience, my life experience, like the same thing with the coldest. And I'm like, I'm eating fresh squid with the lime squeezed over top of it. Like, I'm talking about a coastal sand that has no grit. Like, bro, I was in Thailand. I came back. I was inspired because I was like living the life in fucking Thailand for a couple weeks.
Right.
I'm like, yeah, I'm fired, dude.
Right.
Like, yeah, I was. I was in Amsterdam, like smoking lemon haze. Like, yeah, that actually happened. Like, I did that. Like, that's cool, fun shit to rap about. Right. You know what I mean? Like,
definitely.
Why wouldn't I? So I feel like I need to recharge my batteries. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
So did that answer your question at all?
Yeah, for sure. Well, I asked like, how did that come about? And yeah, met him at DBGV's, and then persistent. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So what's your next venture into like getting more world experience then?
That's a good question. I don't know. I got to do more traveling.
Explore New York.
Explore New York.
Yeah.
Like New York City?
Nope. New York State.
Oh, I have. I've been all over.
Yeah.
Finger Lakes and all that stuff. Yeah.
Letchworth.
Letchworth is dope. Watkins Glen is dope. I'm just over New York State in general. Gotcha. Okay. I need to like go elsewhere.
Gotcha.
Like I want to just disappear.
Yeah.
Like badly.
Yeah.
I really enjoy Puerto Rico. I wanted to buy like a house there. That good, huh? Like just to like rent it out because I got family there too. I could have like people manage my property. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Everybody good down there after all that stuff that's happening?
Yeah, everyone I know is like in San Juan, so like
it's not really affected by like hurricanes and like
it is, but like dude, they rebuild like nonstop. Okay. Like all year round. Yeah. Like if you go there, it's crazy. They're literally rebuilding something like all hours of the day. Yeah. It's really weird. It's really hard to like get a good sleep schedule there.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Because here's the thing. People like work from like 9 to 5 and then from like 6 to 9 it's like dead. And then from like 9 p.m. to like 6 a.m. it's just a party. And it never stops.
Wow.
So like so damn, I don't know like when do you sleep?
Yeah, right.
Like literally the bars and nightclubs would close down and the street sweepers would come and then the construction workers would come. Like all like just like that in succession and like ugh.
So you're just that island never gets any rest.
Oh, I'm talking about like San Juan, like I don't know about the rest of the island. Like I think when you go Midland, like towards the middle of the island, it's like more like rural, kind of like poverty. I mean, I don't know exactly. I know like that's kind of like where my family's from, but that's going back like 100 years. So I don't know. You know what I mean? Shit changes.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Gotcha. We've talked a lot about music. We have not talked a lot about some beautiful art that you got going over here, Volantis.
Thank you.
Definitely. I've been a fan since like you first started, just because like I told you, like I've always wanted to do like stuff like this and then know somebody who's doing stuff like this continually. I think it's really inspiring and I think it's really cool. So I watched a small interview that you did at like one of the Comic Cons with some guys. So like, I know like you started doing this, like you started taking it serious around 2015, 2016.
Mm-hmm.
You got 36 of them planned out.
Mm-hmm.
Took you like 6 or 8 months to plan it all, right? It's Mad Maxy, if you were to describe it to anybody, like closely resembling.
I would, I'm kind of thinking now, like, have you ever seen the show Succession on HBO?
Is it new, old?
It's new.
Okay.
It's about, it's basically like a take on like Warren Buffett.
Okay.
And his family, and they're all like greedy and like fighting over his empire.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of like that to a certain, I don't know.
Isn't Warren Buffett still alive?
Yeah.
Okay, that's weird.
Yeah.
In the show, did he die?
Oh, it's not about him directly. It's like a fictional take.
Okay.
You know
Gotcha.
what I mean?
Gotcha.
But it's kind of like they're all fighting. Like, it's a family drama. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So everyone's like fighting, bickering, trying to get like a leg up on each other. Like, who's good, who's bad. You know, like there's no like centrally good or bad character.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Word. And you art, plot, pencil, ink, and color. So like you're the whole deal.
I have co-writers.
Okay.
Yeah.
But the majority is you, or?
Well, like, so I know where the story's going, right? So like I'll meet with my writers, and I'll have notes of like plot points, what has to happen, what people are doing during this time, what are we leading to, kind of thing. If I have ideas for like beats that I want to have in like each book or the overall story, like I'll sketch it or something, and like this has to happen, so I come pretty prepared, and then I give the writers that, and they make the actual script.
Okay, so they kind of like fill in the blanks.
And then, but usually like with me being the artist too, I also have to interpret the script like visually. So there's things I'll change, omit, take out.
Gotcha.
This doesn't work. And then when I actually put the whole thing together, then I'll edit it. So like what I get in the script versus what comes out in the book, it's similar, but there's like a lot of changes.
Right.
For sure. Because there's things that like might not make perfect sense that I have to make sure makes sense to the reader.
Yeah.
Or sets up something. Or there's something I wanted to add that's not in the script. Like even the next book I'm doing, it's funny. I have like a variant cover for the next book, and I send it to the writer. He's like, is that character even in the book? I'm like, he is now. he's like, when did you finish the book? I'm like, 2 weeks ago. He's like, so wait a minute. he's like, I didn't know they were in the book. I'm like, yep. Like weird shit like that happens.
Yeah.
But it's all for sake of storytelling and to keep everything on track.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So what's the end goal with this? What's your mission statement?
Movie, TV show.
Beautiful. Movie, TV show, stuff like that.
Yeah. Get in the business. I would work on another book.
Like a different story?
I would work on like someone else's book if needed. I do have other ideas too, but I'm not really worried about my other ideas because I'm so immersed in this, and like I don't see myself stopping. As long as like I can keep making money doing it, not like to line my pockets, but to like keep the wheels rolling.
Right.
I'm just gonna keep making them as long as I'm allowed to do that. As long as like I'm not losing money. Like I can like I don't spend Volantis money. Volantis money gets reinvested back into Volantis, and to the different ventures that it takes. Printing books has costs. I do have people that help me. I make sure they get paid. There's different marketing I have to spend money on, appearances. Like people don't know this. Like when I do shows and stuff, I usually have to pay to get a table. And usually what I make versus what the table costs is like
kind of levels out.
Yeah, man, it sucks. Like I really gotta hustle. And yeah, it's not easy, man. This is like the hardest thing I like could possibly put on myself.
So this is harder than music.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It's probably why, because there's a lot of like moving parts with it.
I mean, I'm also doing like 6 people's jobs.
True.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if I was just drawing it, I'd probably get 2 more books out a year. You know what I mean? Maybe more. But considering that I'm an independent publisher, I'm not in the system. Like the system is set up against me. It's not me against the world. I'm not saying that. But like to get major distribution by yourself, dude, you have to be able to produce like thousands, like 4,000. I think 4,000 is a cutoff range to get in the distribution catalog.
Wow.
Units.
4,000 like different like of these, like have 4,000 of these, 4,000 of those.
Yeah, you gotta have like 4,000. Like that's bottom line.
Well, and that makes sense, I guess.
It does, but it's a
like
monopoly.
Okay.
And you gotta pay to get in the catalog.
There it is.
So like, for me, my audience is not 4,000.
Right.
Deep. It's not. Like I'm not unrealistic about that. That's why I would need a publisher. Is someone gonna publish me? At some point, I think sooner than later. Yeah. Are they right now? No. Are they going to tell me I need to make a new book? Yes. Do I want to? No. I want to do what I'm doing.
Right.
So it's on me to build my brand and get out there as much as I can. And I know people check out my shit. I know like people in the industry do. I've talked to tons of people in the industry. A lot of people have seen my book and like tell me keep going. You know what I mean? They're like, you're doing it. Just keep doing it.
Right.
So I don't know where it's going. You know, where is that? Like, you know, you if you fail to plan, you plan to fail.
Right.
Right.
Yep.
But if people just tell you, just keep going. Like, is that a plan?
Yeah, it's not really. But also, they could be telling you, like, we see you.
Right.
Keep being consistent.
Right.
And I think that's the biggest thing you would take away from that.
Right. And I have, like, when I started, I didn't get a lot of funding. You know what I mean? Like, I got a couple $100. Like, I've literally been rolling the ball on this off a couple $100. Like, I no one gave me money. No one gave me time to work on it. You know what I mean? Like, I trained myself. Because that's what you have to do. But now I have, like, I'm building a body of work. Like, you don't get this doing nothing.
Right.
You know what I mean? And you see the progression, you know?
Right.
Which is dope. I can't wait to have, 3 more of these.
Right.
4 more of
that's
these.
The what do you call that?
So you would call it a graphic novel.
Okay.
You could. I mean, a graphic. People like to say graphic novel because they don't like to say comic books.
Do you call these graphic novels too, or are these the comics?
It's a comic.
Okay.
It's a floppy.
Because I always thought these were just like your comic books.
They are comic books, but this is a comic book too.
Right.
This is just 6 comic books in one.
Right. I meant like the overall collection name. Like I didn't know if they had like a name, because like there's a lot of like people do that obviously.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I just called it Volume 1.
Volume 1, okay.
Volume 2 will have a subtitle. Like, starting with issue 7 through 12 will have a subtitle.
Gotcha.
I really haven't figured it out yet. I have something I like, but my writer doesn't like it, and I'm like, I kind of like it. I'm gonna probably put it on there anyways.
Yeah, you made it, so you roll with it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But also what I'm trying to think is, if I do get the chance to make this a show or a movie, it probably won't be called Volantis. So I need that like subtitle to kind of like be the next close associative thing.
Right.
You know? Like, you know how like Game of Thrones is originally a Song of Fire and Ice?
Right.
But then they were just like, it's just Game of Thrones.
Right.
It's kind of like that. But I know Volantis itself, like, I don't see that being on a marquee. I don't think like a movie studio will let me do that.
So where did you get the name from?
It's the name of a constellation.
Okay.
Yeah. So my girl, she came up with it. Well, she presented it, and I was like, yeah, that works. So it's a constellation for the flying fish. Okay. Right? And like, to me, that represents land and sea, land, sea, and air. So it's kind of like Earth, you know? And I was like, yeah, that's dope. I can work with that. And if you look in the first book, there actually is like a flying fish in it, and in the 6th book. And it'll tie into the story. Like, you'll get there. I don't want to ruin it for anyone.
Right.
But you want to talk about what's crazy? Bro, when I was in Thailand, I was on a boat. Like, me and my friends, we rented a boat for a day,
Mm-hmm.
and we like sailed in the coast on the Gulf or whatever, and like like we went like kayaking and shit, whatever, and snorkeling, all that stuff. But anyways, what was dope as hell is this. I just came out with the comic, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I love signs. Like I look for signs.
I already know where this is going.
Dude, we're just cruising the middle of nowhere. There's no one near us. Whereas on like this weird pirate ship, there's a flock of flying fish.
Wow.
Just going in and out of the water. Like just traveling side by side with us for like the entire time.
Wow.
Yeah. Is that a sign?
For sure.
Like,
for sure.
What?
If you didn't take that as a sign,
oh my god,
stop. But yeah, that's dope.
So like when I was
that's
right
really
after,
the universe speaking to you, honestly.
Yeah. So I just had my first book. I'm like, oh man,
Yep.
what kind of sucks though is like I don't like the art in the first book.
Oh, like you mean the overall art in general?
Yeah, I mean, because I'm learning, you know what I mean? So I feel like that's
when
like...
I first saw this, I got this from the first time from you outside of like one of the shows that you were doing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there it is, flying fish.
Yeah.
And I was just like, this art is mad different.
Thank you.
Yeah, for sure. And that's that's one of the things that stuck out to me. It's just like, this is very unique.
Yeah.
And like I feel this is gonna go somewhere, and then you kept making books. I'm like, all right, you serious for real? For real?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm obsessive, man. Like when I get my mind on something, like I do it. Oh, this goes back to like when I broke my back. People were doing 100 challenges. You know, do you remember that?
And you mean just like challenges in general?
Well, like okay, so
called 100 challenges.
It's 100 challenge, like So I used to make a lot of music videos with my friend Brandon, right? We were Polar Nation. So like if you look at a lot of my earlier videos, you'll see like the logo and everything. Yeah. So he's, photographer or whatever, and he got challenged to like post like 100 photos in 100 days on Instagram. Okay. So I was like, fuck it. I'll draw 100 Marvel characters in 100 days.
Gotcha.
And I did. And like that was tough, man, cuz I had to make myself like do it every day. Right. And once you make yourself do something like that, like you're giving yourself discipline. You know what I mean? You're becoming the student. You know. So that's kind of like the impetus of everything. You know. At least art wise. I mean, dude, if you look what I made 3-4 years ago as opposed to what I made yesterday, it's light years different. You know? Right. Yeah. That
just like propelled your skill in general. You've been drawing for a lot longer than just this. Yeah. Because one of your videos you were drawing your character, Frigid Giant. Yeah. And he was like something like popping out of his head or something. Yeah. I forgot what video that was.
It was for Dementia.
Yes.
It was like an old song I made long time ago.
Yes. Yeah. How long have you been drawing like that? Because even back then it was like really good.
Forever.
Because you went to the Art Institute in Pittsburgh.
But I was doing art and stuff before that too. Okay. I'd always been like drawing and stuff. Because I would, like I said, my older sister would give me like comic books, like back when when they were the most popular they ever were, you know. Right. Yeah, I just liked it. You know what I mean? And when people see you have like a skill, like they wanna nurture it. Right. I definitely took like art classes. You know, like kids go to soccer and shit. I painted. Right. It was just what I was good at. You know what I mean? I had a natural knack for it, and I just always I never wanted to like not have it. Like I knew I had a gift, and I thought I'd be an asshole to not, do
something with it.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure.
Gotcha.
I feel like it's like a responsibility I was given, So.
And I've seen some of your characters that you've drawn, like Marvel characters. You drew Magneto too, right?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah. And you had that at Comic-Con, I believe.
Oh, yeah, I do have Magneto. Yeah.
That was crazy.
Yeah, thanks.
You were sitting there just like looking at it, it's like, this is really fucking good. Yeah. Like you can draw for these guys. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I really think it's like a matter of time till like something kind of big happens.
Definitely, because like you said, you're consistent in these things. Yeah. You didn't just do this one and then like 5 months, 8 months later, here comes 2. Right. Like you were right back at it.
Well, I gotta like.
This was May 2017. It's October 2017.
Yeah.
and then 3 comes March 2018.
Yeah.
So
I'm in about 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it usually takes me like 5 months to make a book. This one that's coming out took me a little bit longer, but I also like put this together
right.
in the meantime.
Right.
And I had to edit this, and I like touched up artwork. I had to like, you know, when you got to collaborate with people, it always takes time.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of collaborating with people, one of the people that I've worked with on a couple different things for Volantis is Emil that owns Queen City Bookstore.
Yep.
So he inked the covers to 5 and 6.
Okay.
So he did this cover. I mean, I drew it, you know,
mm-hmm.
but he did the inking. I did the coloring.
Mm-hmm.
And then he did this one too, which you flip it over. It's a double page.
Yeah.
So this all connects. This was super fun. Dude, I penciled this like mad quick, and like he just look at that. Look at all the textures. And,
right.
Like that's a master skill.
Right.
That, you know, it's years of fucking excellence, you know?
Yeah.
But I'll give you guys a sneak peek because I just picked this up. This is for the next issue. This is one of the last pages in the book, but Emil inked this too. So I usually work digitally, but when I do like a big spread like this, I like to do it on paper,
mm-hmm.
just because like I like to have fun, and I feel like paper is more fun than digital.
Yeah.
I feel like it pops more.
Mm-hmm.
So he inked this. So I have to scan this in and clean it up a little bit, but like, dude, isn't that sick? Like, look at all the detail.
That's super dope. And you put your guy in there too.
Hell yeah.
That's fire.
Dude, I don't like. I need more input from people about the book, because I feel like people just say like it's cool, you know, like, oh, I like the art, you know, it's cool, but like, do you like the story? Like, you know what I mean? Could I approve?
Right.
I never really get a lot of input like that. I don't know if people are trying to be nice or just think that it's cool or whatever, you know, or just want to support.
I never like I give input on music because I do music.
Right.
But like I don't. Like I write, but
right.
I don't like make comic books.
Right.
So I mean, like I get all right. So like from a fan perspective, you'd like that?
Yeah, I would like to hear what people think. You know what I mean? I obviously want to make the best thing possible.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's good that I don't because it's keeping like my shit pure.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like if people think something sucks, like let me know so I'm not making sucky shit.
Right.
Thanks.
King of that. You want to hold this up really quick?
Yeah.
Too, so I can.
So I'll scan this in, touch it up a little bit.
Get over here a little bit.
And put some color on it. Oh yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. Very detailed.
Right.
And like this paper is like, what, like a guideline for you? Like this type of.
This is standard comic book paper.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's this size because it gets reduced by a third.
Nice. So. Okay.
So this, becomes
and
this.
You've literally done that, like a page for that, for all these.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you.
Yeah.
That's dedication, man. And it will pay off for you because you are better than I.
I mean, anyone can do it.
Anybody who loves it, yeah.
I mean, anyone can do anything if they like really want to.
Right.
And like, dude, I wasn't good at first. Like that, like, You see
okay, so we got this page right here, right?
This is the first comic book I ever made.
This is the first one.
Yes.
So you go to open 2. And then instantly, you see a difference. See if I can find like a big page like that one was. Oh, your guy was already in here.
Yeah.
Instantly see a difference. You kind of see it better there.
But yeah, so like, the first couple issues though, you gotta like introduce the world,
right.
the characters, what's going on. Like, so it's a lot of world building. So like, I can see if people didn't like it because, like, well, where's the action? Where's this? Where's that?
Right.
It's like, dude, it's coming. Like,
right. It's like, have you never?
It's called foreplay.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like let's get there first.
Take them a little bit.
Yeah.
Let them know a little bit.
Little naked.
Yeah. For real.
But now,
But I want to say the story is based 100 years in the future, like a post-apocalyptic world.
Right.
You want to kind of pick up from there about the gist?
I think the overall story, it could be set anytime. Because at its core, like I said, it's a family drama. So I feel like that's something that everyone can relate to.
Right.
Like, everyone has beef with their brothers and sisters or their mom at some point or dad, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, it's bound to happen. So I feel like everyone can relate on that level.
Yeah.
I didn't want to make it, like, superhero-y. So everything kind of has, like, an explanation behind it. For the most part. Obviously it's sci-fi, so we get to, bend science a little bit. But a lot of it, too, like I was studying engineering, and I put a lot of like what I learned from that into the book, into like the technology and stuff.
Right.
I don't think any of it's too far-fetched. Like, yeah, there's like crazy shit that happens, but there's an explanation for everything. And like, how dare you? I do have the ending, and I've never seen this ending in like anything before.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So I have
that makes
like
me even more intrigued.
Yeah, I have like, trust me, there's an ending, but it's also a beginning.
Okay. Oh, okay.
So like, dude, like once I'm done making Volantis, like it could be made again. It could be reinterpreted. Like, so yeah, so I'm really happy with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Word.
So now it's just like connecting the dots. I got the dots. It's just like, I gotta get there.
You remember talking to that guy on that at that con where he was asking you the questions, and you told him, "Oh, the end. Wait until the ending is gonna be metal or meta." Did you say meta? Yeah. What do you mean by that? Because like meta, like it's always one of those words that I'm just like, I don't understand it.
That's kind of the point.
Okay, all right.
I mean, I can't divulge too much into it
without like saying.
Yeah, okay. But like everything happens for a reason in the book.
Okay.
So like when you get to the end and it all recaps, and you're like, oh my god.
Word.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
Leave it at that.
Yeah. So
where can they pick this book up if they're looking to get it?
So you can get it at Queen City Bookstore in Buffalo. You can
right on Main Street.
Yep. You can get it at Gutter Pop Comics.
Okay.
Empire Comics in South Buffalo might have a couple copies. I keep my stock there really low. I don't know. Other than that, you can hit me up personally.
And we'll put all your links in the description.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah.
You have a website.
The website's cool. Instagram is good. I ship out. I've done stuff like I've done Etsy. I don't like. It's okay. Like I said, it's okay. I think the best way is just to hit me up. If you're not local, I do ship out. Just it'd probably be best if you ordered like everything at once instead of ordering like one book, because I'll get people that buy one book and then they're like, oh, I kind of want another one. It's like, dude, just get them all.
Right.
Like, you're not missing out. Like, well, you don't want to miss out. You know what I mean?
Right.
I do a lot of conventions, appearances. You can see me. I do post appearances on my website. It's usually on my homepage. So I don't know when this is coming out, but February 26th, I'll be at Hall Walls. They're doing a live drawing rally. So what happens is they get a bunch of artists. We have 45 minutes to make a drawing, whatever we want.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be drawing. I mean, it could be like whatever medium you choose, but you have 45 minutes to make a piece of art. And then it goes to auction, and the proceeds go to
I've heard of those. Yeah, that's dope. Okay, yeah. Cool.
So that's February 26th.
This will be out before then.
Yeah, the first Saturday of May. I think it was May 2nd. I'll be at Dave and Adams.
Okay.
On by Sheridan Transit, that location. I'll be there for Free Comic Book Day.
Okay.
So I'll have like a booth set up, but I'll do like sketches for people too. So you can come get free comics, buy my stuff, and I'll draw you something, whatever.
Dope.
Then May 9th, the following Saturday, I'll be at the Buffalo Marriott. There's Buffalo Comic Con. Then the following weekend after that is Nickel City Con. So
you'd be pretty busy.
May's booked. I'll be at the convention center all week for that. I am getting out of Buffalo more doing this stuff, so I'm going to be at Terrificon in Connecticut in August, which is at Mohegan Sun.
Okay. Have
you ever been there?
I have not. I've
dope.
Been to
Connecticut. Did you see Uncut Gems?
I've heard of Uncut Gems. I feel like I have.
A lot of the third act.
Uncut Gems.
Adam Sandler.
I did not. Yeah. Nope, I did not.
A lot of that, the third act takes place at Mohegan Sun.
Okay.
Which is this dope casino.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where it is.
Dope.
It's huge, dude. It's like 4 casinos in one.
Wow.
Yeah. So I'm happy to be doing that. And then I'll probably do some other ones. I was looking at one in North Carolina and one in Baltimore. Mm-hmm. So if I can get out, I will, as much as I can, really. And then music-wise, in March 12th, Mindset's playing at Mohawk Place. March 15th, that's St. Patrick's Day. We're playing at Preservation Pub.
Okay.
And then March 25th, I think, we're opening up for Riff Raff at Showplace.
Word.
So, got a lot of shit coming up.
Word.
Yeah. And then I got to finish Green Giant too in the meantime. And this next book. And
you got a lot on your plate.
Yeah. That's cool, though. I mean, yeah.
When do you sleep?
I don't.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you sound like you live in San Juan.
I don't sleep. I learned in San Juan not to sleep.
Right. Damn. Damn, man. Well, I mean, it's all gonna pay off for you in the
I hope so, man. Because I can't work a regular job no more, man.
Yeah.
Like, I just can't.
Yeah.
It's killing me. Every day it's killing me. It's like, like, yo, you're so good. It's like, bro.
You hate hearing that.
I gotta deal with people stuff.
Right.
It's really how it is. Like, it's not that I don't like people. It's just like,
right. Yeah. It's just draining. Like, especially knowing your talent and then having to go and like clock in somewhere.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least 8 hours.
Yeah. At least I get to like I'm creative and I'm kind of like my own boss. Like, so like I can't complain on that end. It could be a lot worse, But I just want to do more.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You ever mess up on those things?
This?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't ink this one, but there's a bunch of mess ups. Look, I mean, not that it's serious. These things happen. Like, there's a smudge right there.
I mean, like, you ever like do a big mess up where you have to start all over again? I don't know. I don't draw. So
I mean, I call those happy accidents because generally what I'll do is like find a way to like work around it.
Okay.
Like, yeah, dude, I'm messy as fuck. Mm-hmm. Like, even my pencil lines are horrible. They're like super dark. Mm-hmm. You're supposed to draw really lightly so that you can like erase it.
Right.
And I'm like a kid scribbling, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, I dig into the paper. Like, there's pencil lines you'll never get out, so I gotta clean that up. But yeah, if I make a mess, I make more of a mess. Mm-hmm. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
And then like, I'll just figure something out. Here, I'll show you something cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so you see this cover?
Mm-hmm.
You see this texture that's on this brick?
Yeah.
Do you want to know what that is?
Is it smudging?
Yeah. And you know what I did? I took the ink on my thumb, and I went like that a bunch of times, and then I got like this cool looking effect where it looks like brick.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it frames the artwork in.
Gotcha. So like if you do mess up, like it's not really a mess up. It just takes it into another direction.
Yeah, I mean you just kind of get creative with it and figure it out. But I think it's dope. Like I don't mind mess ups.
Yeah.
And worst comes to worst, I do things digitally so I can go and fix it if it's like that bad.
True. True.
But usually it tends to make the artwork better. I mean, mess ups are what make art.
Right.
like if everything was perfect, it's like a computer made it, you know, or a robot made it, artificial intelligence made it. Like, how captivating is that?
True.
I like seeing like, you know what irks me to no end?
What's that?
When you're making a song, and you flub a line, or you flub a word, and like you like don't hear it when you're recording it, so you're like, yeah, it's good,
right?
And then you hear it back, and you're like, oh,
yeah,
oh, it just like eats at your soul.
Yes.
But then like people are like, yo, this song's dope, and you're like, oh, that fucking word is
like,
bad.
You're lying to me.
Yeah,
right.
But they're not though.
Right.
Because it's little mistakes that makes things like awesome. So I screw up all the time, and I roll with it, and I love it. I just turn into something else.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
My father used to be in a rap group back in like the early 90s, mid 90s, VVC. And my his best friend, when he misspoke on a line, he was supposed to say Rugers and Tech Nines, but he said Barugas and Tech Nines. And that's one of the hardest fucking lines in the whole song. I got Barugas and Tech Mines to protect mines or something like that. Yeah. And I was like, that's hard. So I said it one day, and he was like, you know, he was supposed to say Rugers.
Who cares?
And he was like, oh man, I gotta go back. And my father was like, no, keep it. My dad's really like hands-on in the studio, where he's like an EP type of guy, where he's like, I'm leading the group into this direction. So he was like, no, keep that as fire.
Hey.
But yeah.
Yeah, it works. Yeah.
Mess ups.
Do it all the time. Constantly.
Right. For sure.
But like, I will say this. When I'm in the studio, like, for the most part, I'm always memorized. Like, I can memorize a verse after I rap it like 5 times. Like, I can write it, say it a couple times. I put the phone down. Because if I look at the phone, I'm going to be like, what I screw up. I got to get that vibe going.
Yeah.
But I think, like, a lot of engineers like me because I don't fucking suck when it comes to recording.
Right, yeah.
I treat it like professionally.
Yeah, there's a lot of people who get in there and just, like, have 100,000 takes. And it's just like...
Sometimes you can't help it, though.
Bro.
Sometimes like, you just get that hiccup, man. You can't get away from it.
Yeah, true. That happened to me when I was recording my last album, but I had the pure white Hennessy in me, and I was smacked.
The dragon speaking.
Yo, I was like, Brennan was like, "You good in there, bro? That Henny hitting you?" I was like, "No, I'm good." I was like, "Oh, it is."
Yeah.
So, like the one took me a little longer, but in general, I'm pretty good. I get in the layup line maybe 2-3 times, and then bang.
Bro, that's why I can't, partake before I record.
Yeah, I feel you.
I can't, because I'll get too stuck in my head. Like, dude, when we were making the first Green Giant, we were making it with DJ Shay. Like, Camino.
Right. And I want to say, he seems like somebody who wants to get it done.
Right. But so, like, you know, BSF is rolling through the studio the entire time.
Okay.
It's not intimidating.
Right.
Like, it's fine. You know what I mean?
What studio you record at?
That was when they had the joint by the zoo.
Joint by the zoo?
Yeah, Parkside. The old Buff City. Nichols, whatever they called it.
That's
716
cool,
Music, whatever.
Hear the lions roar.
Yeah, that forever.
Oh,
yeah, that for a minute. Yeah, because I got one of my songs I did early on was When It Rains, and that was Rick Hyde made that beat.
Okay.
And I got that shit back in like 2011, 2012, probably like 2012. But so yeah, I remember going there back then. But yeah, just being in that atmosphere, like, I cannot second guess myself. I cannot. It's like that show in Toronto where they said something to me, and it was like, just threw me off. Like, it's easy to do it if you're not in the right headspace.
Right.
And like, you can't have that. You got to be a professional. You can't not be prepared.
You got to be professional.
You know what's always cool? I at least have, like, no matter what, I at least have like one dirty verse, like dope verse. I could like drop whenever. And like, I could be blackout drunk. I will know.
Got you. So
like,
I was like, yo,
like a sick. I got a sick go-to verse that like, I will own this shit. You know what I mean? I always have one of those.
Yeah. Like,
you could ask me to spit 16 right now. Like I would want to spit the most recent thing I wrote, which was yesterday.
Right.
Wrote a verse yesterday. Right. Like, I don't remember it though.
Right.
So I'd butcher it. I'd sound like a child. But you always got to have like, make sure you got like one dope verse that's not recorded, that's like no one's ever really heard.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's for sure.
I just always have like I got like that one go to like put me on the spot, boom, I'm good.
I got one of those from when I was like 20.
Yeah.
And I can snap. It's got punchlines. It's got crazy bars. Everything. It's just like, where is that? It's like, no, it's nowhere. It's up here.
Yeah.
Like you never look at it.
Yeah. It's a little secret.
Yeah.
I don't think people realize that like there's a psychology to it all.
Oh, it definitely is.
Like even how you dress, the movements you make, like
your mood.
Yeah, you gotta
down to everything.
You gotta really like study shit. Like I've studied, like I studied things. Then I get to a point where I'm so confident, you know, like I don't get stage fright.
Yeah.
The only time I ever have issues is when I'm like literally stuck in my head, which sucks because it's easy to get there.
It definitely is. Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you pull yourself out?
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't. It's kind of like the inking thing. Like when I mess up, like I just make a mistake and I just try to like change that mistake and work with it.
Yeah.
Turn it into something else.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's just, I don't stop. I don't put a hurdle in front of myself. Like I don't like, you know what I mean? Like I don't give myself an excuse not to like get something done.
Right.
Yeah. Fuck that.
Got you.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's key.
Yeah.
Especially as a creative.
Well, what sucks is like there's so many more things I want to do, but it requires funding.
Right.
Like, I don't have the funding to do everything I want to do. I don't have the time to do everything I want to do.
Right.
Like, trust me, if I could, I would have like a sick toy line, or you know, like a movie. I would have like an animation. I would have a video game. Like,
right.
I would do all of that. Like I already know what it would be.
Right.
It's all here. Like it's all the access point is there.
Do you write them down at all? These ideas?
Not for the book.
No.
Nope.
So, like, oh, so you've never written down the ending of your book yet?
I don't even want to find it.
I feel you.
Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah.
I mean, that's good though. You remember it all.
My memory's disgusting.
Then that's perfect.
Yeah.
Say no more.
Like I get yelled at. Like I'll get in trouble. Like not in trouble. But, like I'll get like I'll go to work meetings and they're like, "Can you bring a tablet and write your notes down?" I'm like, "I don't need to."
Right.
Like you don't comprehend that I don't need to. I can remember like everything. I hate it.
Right.
I hate it. I don't hate it.
It's like that sometimes.
I don't hate it, but like it's dope.
Yeah.
People like, but like they're like, I love calling people. Like I like calling people out on shit. Like, yo, do you remember in like 2003 you shit your pants? They're like, I told you that in confidence. I didn't forget.
I told you that in confidence.
Like, yo, ask Jug, ask Thomas Page, like, bro, I will pull out some petty shit from nowhere. I don't even know where it comes from. I won't even remember it. Like, it won't be in my mind. And, like, something snaps, and I'm like, June 15th, 2013, you shot a snot rocket. You sucked it back up, coughed it out, and ate it.
Oh.
What the fuck? Thought I forgot? Like, who does that? I do it.
Right. That's hilarious. Oh man, there's so many like different like stories I have from like being a kid. It's hilarious shit.
Yeah.
I remember one time I was over at my friend Shaq's house. His friend Amir was over. It was a bunch of his friends. It was me, Shaq, my boy Daryl, the kid Amir, and like two other kids I never met before. We're all over there. Like we spent the night at his house playing games. We're up, you know, bullshitting, watching YouTube videos when like Unforgivable was a thing. Yeah, for free. So we're all playing Madden and shit. We're all like hanging in there. Kid Amir goes to sleep hella early in his sleeping bag. He's all snuggled up and shit. Yo, Amir, if you're watching this, I had nothing to do with this, but I laughed and I was like, yo, that's funny. So he was like, I just remembered another thing. I'm gonna tell you after. So, we're all sitting there, and I think the kid Jimmy, I think was his name, was like, yo, Shaq, let's fuck with Amir. So they're like, all right. So we all get up silently, go to the kitchen, get ice cubes and honey. Random.
Yeah.
Get these ice cubes and honey, like pour it on it, and then like throw the ice cubes in his shirt. He's like, oh my god. Shit was fucking hilarious. He was like running around, like, and Amir is like a very overreactive kid.
Yeah.
So he's just super overreacting, throwing shit. He's like flailing around. Like, in hindsight, that's kind of mean.
Yeah. You're super mean.
Yeah, but it shit was hilarious. But earlier that day, he had a Naruto headband, and he slapped the shit out of Jimmy's face with it.
So he kind of had it coming.
Yeah, he had it coming to him.
Bro,
and he fell asleep in front of everybody playing Madden. It's like, what are you doing?
Yeah, you can't do that. I got karma like that bad once.
Oh my god.
I had a similar story. We were all having like a sleepover or some shit like that too. And my friend has a twin brother, and he passed out first. So, this was like when we were like 13, 14, So like, if you were at the party, you pass out, you're getting Sharpied.
Right.
So I Sharpied him. Pretty good.
Right, because you're an
pretty
artist.
Good. Woke up the next day, what the fuck, I got it back hard, dude. Yeah. I was in school. I think I was going to the bathroom or something. Like in the middle of class. So I get up, go to the bathroom, whatever. I'm in the stall pissing. 3 people come in. Fucking Sharpie me in the middle of school. Huge purple dick on my face.
Oh my god.
Like 4th period. I'm not going anywhere.
Oh my god.
I got it, man. I had it coming to me, and I got what I deserved. Shit happens.
Oh my god. How did they just held you down?
Dude,
like,
it was planned. The worst.
They planned it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Was the kid that you did it to like part of it?
Yeah, it was him and his brother and like
the twin.
Kid. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm sure twins don't fuck around. It's like, yeah, no, we getting them.
We're all good.
Come here, wacky.
We're all good friends.
Yeah.
I thought that was funny.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. Dude, I don't know. I didn't go to jail as a kid. I was a fucking piece of shit. Dude, I lit a girl's pants on fire in class one time.
Oh my god!
Like,
what school did you go to?
I don't want to talk about that. But anyways, you get like 5 pairs of jeans, maybe like if you're lucky, like 3. You know what I mean? You got like 3 pairs of jeans growing up,
right?
And like the bottom would get all frayed and shit. I remember I took a lighter and just went, yo, I was the worst. Oh my god.
Fucking Kevin.
Oh my god. I was.
What happened to her? She catch on fire?
Stop, drop, and roll.
Oh.
Dude, I get people tell me stories like people I haven't seen in forever call me like, yo, remember when you did this? I'm like, no.
Like, oh shit.
I have this great memory. I don't remember that.
Right. Let's suppress that.
Dude, you're a huge piece of shit. I'm like, apparently. Like, I had no idea. Shit.
Yo, being cool saved me once in high school. So my best friend Will, at the time, we were like racing to get to a seat, and he got there first. So I'm just like, fuck you, Will. So he's sitting there drinking his Tahiti treat. He gets up, he's fucking around with the girls and shit. As he's like about to sit down, I do the old chair pull. But why does he like do like 4 steps of sitting down to like realize there's no chair? So he goes, I wish I had like a thing to show you, but he goes like, and then topples over Tahiti treat all over himself. Dude, what the fuck? What? Turns around and sees it's me. He's like, you're so lucky you Ryan right now. And then just runs out the classroom. I was like, oh shit.
Oh man.
Oh my god. Fucking hilarious.
That's great.
Same school. Cause I went to Olmsted.
Okay.
So we started off over on Suffolk by Langfield.
Okay.
And then they renovated the school. So we went over to Poplar and Dote. Or Poplar Academy, and that's where this all happened. Same school. My boy Doug brings habanero peppers to school, like dried ones.
Okay.
And he's like, "Oh, try these," and not ha ha ha. Doug was always a jokester.
Right.
He's being an asshole. Like, try these. He's fucking burning up and shit. So I don't know about this. I leave like health class or something. I go to the bathroom, going down the lunch. I see my man Darian running up the stairs, like drenched in sweat. I'm like, the fuck happened to you? He was like, it's hot. That's all he could get out. It's hot. So he just runs past me. I get down to the first floor where the cafeteria is, and I'm just like, I'm like, yo, what's going on? And like, saw Darian, he's over here crying and shit. And he was like, oh, he probably ate one of Doug's peppers. I'm like, what? Doug's peppers. So I go over to them, my table that I usually sit with. I'm like, yo, Doug, what are you doing? He's like, oh, these peppers are habanero peppers. You want one? I was like, man, I'm not doing that dumb shit.
Right.
And so everybody around me is eating these fucking things, dying. This kid, James, gets one. He eats it. It's not hot. It's not hot. Face beat red. Yeah. He's one of the tough guys. He's gonna like, oh, I'm not hot. I could take pain. All this. Excuse me. Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly.
Eyes watering.
Literally.
Yeah. I got a video. I got a video on my phone. My kid. We were at a restaurant and fucking eating chips and salsa, and he's like, he loves hot sauce, so he just douses this chip in like, hot sauce. I'm like, you're not gonna eat that. He's like, oh yeah, I am. I'm like, no, you're not.
How old is he?
He's 9.
9.
He's like 8 at the time.
Yeah. So last year.
He's eating it. I'm like, how is it? Good? He's like, yeah. I'm like, is it hot? He's like, no. You just see his whole face just flush. His eyes watering. He's like slurping his pop down, you know. I'm like,
oh making it worse.
Idiot. Love you. All right. I'm getting hungry.
Word. Real quick, back to what I was saying.
Yeah.
So, long story short, I ate the pepper.
Hell yeah.
Sat there. I was like,
man.
oh, it's getting it's way too hot. I spit that shit out. Did not swallow it. It fucked with me until 6 that day, because like we got out of school at like 2, and so like 6 or 7 I was starting to feel better, and my grandmother lived like right down the street. So lesson learned, not to eat hot stuff. But this has definitely been the longest podcast. Oh, cards full. Anyway, definitely been the longest podcast I've had so far. We're well over 2 hours. So I want to thank you for coming, man. Appreciate you. This has been Drinks at It's not Drinks at 5.
Take 2.
This has been Something New. Open up episode 16 with Frigid Giant, author and inker and artist of Volantis, rapper extraordinaire, wordsmith. You said something else on your Bandcamp that I forgot. Devourer of Worlds, beat maker, Buffalo native, the guy. Thank you for coming, man.
I appreciate it, man.
Really
Thank you for having
appreciate it. No, of course.
This is dope.
It was.
We'll do it again.
Yeah, definitely.
We'll come up with some more stories.
Yeah. That'll be the next thing. Oh, fuck. You ever hear of a pangolin?
Yeah.
You have?
Dude, everyone's talking about pangolins right now.
No way.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Looks like a Pokemon.
Did you see it from the podcast?
No.
You just knew about pangolins?
I seen it on Twitter. And then I was out at the bar Sunday or Saturday, and some lady was telling me about it. Yeah. It looks like a Pokemon.
Goddamn. Listeners of the podcast, you know what happened, what I said what happened when someone came in here and knew what a pangolin was. No more mentions of them. Now I got to find a new weird animal. God damn it, Frigid.
Got a weird memory, man.
Yeah, seriously. Did you see that video where he was like ripping the wall off?
No, I heard like fucking like people are like killing him to make boner pills.
Yeah. Yep.
You know, there's alternatives.
There is.
Quit smoking.
Yeah,
Increase your circulation. Drink a
Exercise.
lot of water.
Yeah. Damn, man.
Brazilian maca root. Bet.
I don't know what that is.
You do. You want to.
I will look it up. Brazilian macaru.
Yeah. MACA root.
Oh, it's for. Oh, I thought it was an animal.
No. Plants and herbs, bro. Plants and herbs. Good stuff.
Word. Still looking it up.
That's what she'll say.
Yeah, right. All right, man. We're gonna end this. Thank you again. Like I said, Something New, episode 16. Open up with Frigid Giant. We'll see you on the next one.
Burr.
Peace.